Big A response. Uh-oh. Breaking news. Asman respond. Oh. I'll look at these later.
I'm going to start this video with an object permanence test. Just, I got to make sure. You guys see me here, right? I'm here. Am I gone to you? Am I back? I need to know that you can pass that before we can move on. Cause I'm kind of blown away here. I feel like I'm a little shocked by this discourse. And now you got me saying I got to do discourse on my first day back. I just had a really, really nice vacation with my family. I played board games and read books pretty much every day. And now I got to come back and do discourse. Okay, look, here's the deal. Let me give you the context, because we're talking about context a lot today. 2 days ago, I make a video about essentially government fraud in general and my thoughts on it. And I used this Nick Shirley video and the Somali Minnesota situation as the kickoff for that. I used it as the in. And I got 6 ass threads on my Reddit who I swear to God did not watch this video. That's because when I fucking read it, I don't understand. Were they watching the same video that I made? My mind is blown. And so I'm reminded of this thread I saw on Our Teachers. Listen, the kids can read every word that I'm putting in front of them, but if you ask them to say what it means, like what was the paragraph you just read? What was the takeaway from it? They can't do it. It just, their mind blanks out. So I want to do 2 concepts of media literacy. I just want to break these down. The first one is context. Context is what happens before and after. The things around a word or phrase or section or visual to give it meaning, to inform it. Okay, the context matters. If I tell you nice shirt on its own, that might mean, oh, I really like your shirt. But if I say, fuck you, nice shirt, idiot, well, that's important context. The before and after really informs that particular phrase. And it helps you find takeaways. What is the overall takeaway of a piece? For example, if you just saw the clip of Walter White saying, I am the danger in this stupid hat, you might think, oh, the point of Breaking Bad is that cooking meth is cool and Walter White is great. That might be your takeaway. But if you watch the whole piece, you might realize that, oh, okay, the overall takeaway here is that Walter White is a monster. And this is a dangerous, terrible path to go down that's left him alone and broken. I want to go through, this maybe seem a little pedantic, but I want to go through like point by point what I'm trying to hit in this video from 2 days ago. And we're going to take a look at the context and the takeaway, because that's what I would like to be judged on. All right. So this particular section, this is the one that a lot of people were crashing out on, which, surprise, surprise, is in the first like 30 seconds.
You can't appeal to the overall context, or you can't appeal to the overall message you're saying if your jump off point or your foundation is not only epistemically flawed, so it's using a bad methodology, but it's also packaged with a whole bunch of other stuff that's like bad, normatively bad stuff. The issue is that if you would have actually just removed any reference to that guy's video, your video would have been better. It would have been a better video, right? Like, imagine the difference between me saying, even if we say that race is somewhat of a social construct, which, you know, by and large, like, to draw a line between one race and another is kind of arbitrary, right? There are differences between, say, susceptibility to diseases of different people, right? I think it's generally people, I don't know if it's all black people or African Americans or what, but are more susceptible to like sickle cell anemia anemia, right? And I don't think typically like Caucasian people get that disease. Or I've heard of something called the Asian glow, where like 20 to 40% of Southeast Asian originating people apparently don't have the proper enzyme or something, or it's something to do with like processing alcohol, so they get very, very, very drunk like very quickly or something. They have a rougher time with it, right? Now I could make that whole statement, and I think that my specific points, I'm pretty sure, are true, and my general takeaway is fine. And I caution a little against the, and they go red. Well, yeah, they turn a little bit red too, but I think they also get drunker quicker, or they get sicker quicker or something, right? My general takeaway is okay. My specific examples are fine, right? That's okay, all right? There's nothing. Now, imagine if, well, let's build off of like something else, and then I can say all that. Imagine if I started my story with, there are kind of like differences between the races. This was really well studied when people practiced the science of phrenology back in the day, when people would look at the inner skulls of the Negro and they would analyze like the different shapes to figure out like the intellectual capacity. And like I know that like there were a lot of people that were racist on that, and like it's not the best thing, but like the general point is true, and we see that today with like sickle cell anemia, right? Or we see that today with like the Asian glow, right? So even though sometimes people use these things for like racist reasons, and I don't think it's okay, the general point and the methodology is sound. You know, the general point is still like a sure thing, right? It kind of completely and totally changes everything when if you're going to start off on such an epistemically flawed example, everything that flows from it is like a little bit tainted. So like this idea of like, well, guys, and it again, the problem is that it's not even like you used it as just a jumping pad. You gave it a little glaze sauce first. You gave it a little, you know, and it's a really well done thing. It's, you know, the guy was investigatively sound or whatever. I don't remember the words, but it's like, it wasn't though. It was dog shit. It was trash, right? It was trash. It was trash.
Prize. And I show this clip from Nick Shirley. And the reason I show this is not because I am platforming Nick Shirley. It is because this video has been pushed by Elon Musk to 121 million people. That is like 40% of the entire Twitter user base. It's on TV news. It is everywhere. This is a massive video. I'm not platforming.
Listen, and you know what? Because my expectations for everybody is literally fucking dog shit nothing now. You know what? If A-Track wants to fucking rewrite history on how he presented it and everything, and he wants to say that he actually wasn't, you know, praising it, I don't care, fine, go for it. Okay, because at least he recognizes it was bad, and that means he's probably not going to do it again, so fine, whatever, I don't give a fuck. If that's what you want to do, who the fuck cares? That's fine. Inside your own soul and spirit and mind, you know, like, okay, shit, I can't glaze videos like that without watching them first, then that's fine. I don't even give a fuck. At this point, the expectation is in hell, so, you know. I think I already have this one.
Shit. I am responding to this exogenous event as a way to bring a different narrative than what is being pushed with it. That is the point. So let's start with the before and after. Now, this is the beginning of the video. So for before, let's look at the context of my fucking channel. I got people in the comments being like, wow, are you pivoting MAGA? Are you just buying what Elon Musk says wholesale? Bro, I've got like, I'm in a cottage industry out of questioning what Elon Musk says. You think I take Elon Musk at face value? It's frustrating, bro. It's frustrating, okay? I have a whole video where I go into my detailed thoughts on ICE and how this administration is being brutal with immigrants, okay? And how it's demonizing and causing fear and hatred in the community. Do you understand? Like, this context matters because it shows that I am trying to bring a deeper understanding.
I do think people are fucking retarded when it comes to being all or nothing on every single person they evaluate. I don't think A-Track is fucking right-wing or secretly an Elon Glazer. I just think he fucked up in reviewing this one video. He either didn't watch it or his critical research comprehension is a bit lower than I thought. My guess is he probably just didn't watch the video, and then he saw a bunch of stuff on Twitter. Maybe he Googled a news article or two and saw that there was indeed like fraud that was both investigated and prosecuted in the past. He's like, okay, fuck, maybe the guy's hitting on something, and then he just kind of threw some shit together. Actually, I think Hassan gave it take some lose. That would be my guess on this. Hopefully.
To what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be a gotcha on either side. I'm trying to understand and learn and know where people are coming from to give them a better takeaway. And by the way,
but you got to understand too, like, this kid is no bueno. Like, the kid has a history of being a huge race baiter. The video is unequivocally dog shit. It was a dog shit, trash, horrible video. So I mean, like, when you come out glazing on it, I mean, it's gonna hurt your credibility, right? And it's gonna make everybody that's watching you being like, well, what the fuck, bro? You motherfucking fuck.
Look, when I got the screenshot of me holding up the flag from the ICE video, that one of the top comments was this: I think he's trying to reach his audience that is more likely to be influenced by the misinformation. You got to package things right to get people who actually need to hear it. I think this is a very powerful thumbnail. I mean, a powerful comment. I really appreciate what this guy said. It reminds me of a similar video I made where around the H-1B stuff, this guy made a fucking Twitter video that went super viral. This also went viral. And I watched this video and I said, look, some parts of this video are funny. I can see why this would be appealing to someone, but it's like a cup of poison, okay? They give you a little bit of a taste of the good stuff, and then you fall into the cup of poison. It's like, that was my whole metaphor about how, you know, a few things that you agree with in something like this might be a way to put a much worse narrative on it. So this is a context that's important going in. This context is what allows me to make a thought.
Is there anything else relevant in this? Because this is... this is not why people are upset. If you want to use it as a jumping off point or whatever, I don't think anybody would have cared. But or actually, wait, can somebody just link me? We can just listen to the video he did. I'm not doing this to, like, you own him. But I'm just saying, like, the issue is you glazed the fuck out of this video.
Government fraud. There's a general... This is a spicy one today. This is
just so we know what we're talking about, okay?
Topic. I have a lot to say on it. So bear with me. To catch you up, there is a massive fraud scandal unfolding in Minnesota right now.
There's not.
No. Primarily among the Somali community of Minnesota.
So the massive fraud scandal, it was not unfolding. It was already prosecuted. There might be more fraud, and maybe the DOJ is in the process still of investigating stuff, but it's not currently unfolding, right? But
dealing with millions, if not billions of dollars of taxpayer money funneled into things like luxury vacations, luxury cars, and massive stacks of cash sent overseas.
It's also weird because we say, like, in the Somali community, it was related to organizations that were predominantly Somali people that were like the heads of these orgs that were doing the thing. Sure, but it also makes it sound a little bit more broad than it really is. But okay.
Vacations, luxury cars, and massive stacks of cash sent overseas. Now, I want to give credit here. The person who really blew this story up on social media and YouTube is this young guy.
So this is just that. This is like a 20 Pinocchios. How did they do it? Like, he did not blow this up. He did not bring any more attention to this. He didn't do anything. These were already prosecutions that had already happened, you know, back in the Biden admin, like 3 years ago. So no, that's just completely not true.
Nick Shirley. Here's him right now at one example we'll talk about, which is
It's not going to be an example you're going to talk about because it has nothing to do with the prior prosecutions, and there's no evidence that there's any fraud happening here at all.
So-called learning center in Minnesota that was billing the government to do learning for kids.
You have no idea if that's true. You don't know anything because the video didn't even demonstrate that was true.
Here in Minnesota, massive fraud is taking place within the government and the Somali population. Here, this building alone, Quality Learning Center, is a daycare, yet they spelled learning wrong and they said leering. This daycare alone in 2025 has received $1.9 million from the government. And the strange things about these childcare centers is there's no one here right now. It's midday on a weekday. And if you were to try to go inside, it's completely closed and the windows are all blacked out.
Not a great look. Not a great look. And in the video, he goes around with this. It's actually a pretty insane tag team of like a seemingly clout goblin zoomer and like this old guy David here who's like got all the files and paperwork from 10 years of tracking this. And they're
We have no idea where this paperwork comes from. We have no idea what this guy means when he says he said he got paperwork from a friend in the government. We don't know anything about the sourcing on any of that.
Combination is actually kind of beautiful, and they go around and investigate all these different buildings.
They don't investigate. They walk around and they knock on doors of places that they don't understand because apparently they've never been inside any place ever in the United States of America ever.
That are supposedly, offering learning to kids or food or daycare or autism preparedness. And there's no kids. And they're all charging the government large amounts of money. So I respect a lot the work of this duo. And
the guy's just race baiting. That's all it is. So like when you say I respect a lot the work of the duo, you're respecting the work of this weird old guy who doesn't provide any proof for anything. And then this kid who just race baits in every single video and has done nothing. And now, arguably, there are a lot of things that I want to say, but I can't because I already have the fucking government or YouTube or whatever coming down on my back. But like, so I should even confirm this before. I should confirm this before I even say anything. Or can you tell? Was it true? Maybe it didn't happen? Maybe Trump announced it. Are they actually suspending like all funding related to childcare and food care, or whatever, to Minnesota as a result of this? Is that for real? I don't actually know if that's real or not. Maybe not. The Trump admin says it's freezing childcare funds to Minnesota after series of fraud schemes. So like, okay.
What they did. There's parts of the video I don't like when they have AI generated Sora videos of black people throwing money in the air in luxury cars. I think it sends the wrong message, but the core journalism of actually going to investigate was great. And I really
like this message is horrible because what you're making it sound like here is that the thing I didn't like was there was kind of like some kind of performative meme racism, but like the core message and the actual investigation was really well done. But like, no.
Enjoyed it. So listen, let's back up here. When it comes to government fraud, there's a general zoomed out pattern you should take a look at. Generally, it starts with a good idea because
so like this is like, yeah, but that was the first 2 minutes of the video. So nobody's mad that you used it as a launching point or that you used it as context or whatever. It's that you literally used it, you glazed the fuck out of the video basically. You gave the most tepid minor criticism ever, and then you used it to talk about other things that may or may not be real. Like it's not good.
Thumbnail like the economy is saved with Donald Trump. Do you think that I literally mean the economy is saved? Or do you think perhaps there's a deeper takeaway here? Okay, so in this video, when I open by saying, hey, look, there's parts I don't like, but there's some good journalism there. I am damning with faint praise. Okay, I follow it immediately by calling the younger guy in the video a clout-obsessed Zoomer. I am merely saying that the fact they got all of the records of all of the...
No, that is not what that phrase means. And no, who even gave him this phrase? This is like, I'm pretty sure when you talk about this, I'm pretty sure what you're talking about is like an example of this would be somebody let's say Hassan does goes through a day of research on Twitter, and somebody's like, well, what did you think about Hassan Piker? Like, he's kind of smart, right? He went through, he did all that research, and he, did a stream. And imagine I say, well, he can read. That's damning with praise, okay? This is a backhanded kind of compliment that's like, not really, okay? You did not damn with praise. You glammed and glazed, okay? You said it was a good job. You said it was a great investigative journalist piece, that they made a good tag team duo, and you had a lot of respect for it. That is not damning with praise. You're just glazing them. What are you talking about?
Okay, I follow it immediately by calling the younger guy in the video a clout-obsessed Zoomer. I am merely saying that the fact they got all...
Okay, and then this is also a thing that I don't like. It's like, it reminds me of what, who did I talk to that did this? They used degenerate. Oh, it was, the PF Young guy. Like, the problem is not that he's a cloud-obsessed Zoomer. The problem is that he's a race-baiting, xenophobic, subhuman piece of shit who is using actual malice and lies, masquerading as investigative journalism, and then posting it to a public platform with the goal of destroying a community of people that he doesn't like in the United States because they're black immigrants. That's what's happening. Not that he's a cloud obsessed Zoomer. That's such a weak. We're streamers, bro. We're all cloud obsessed Zoomer wannabes or whatever, right? Like that's not real criticism.
Of the records of all of the spending by all these different organizations and the addresses, and found that many of them were listed on the same address, is worth giving an opening to, okay? Because we're getting 100 million people watching this video, many of whom are super angry at it. They're riled up. And I don't want to open by saying, dismissing it. I don't want to be dismissive. I don't want to throw it away. I want to say, listen, there's some stuff here worth talking about. Let's get into it. I want to open with a.
But you didn't talk about anything from the video. You talked about other things that weren't at all really related to the video, because the video itself was dog shit. It was a dog shit, trash fucking video. I challenge you to go through the video on stream and find anything of value. Anything of value in that video. There's just not. And I'm not even trying to be like an ass, like, oh, I hate racism, so I hate it. Like, bro, I can give props to Sam Hyde or Nick Fuentes, both people I vehemently disagree with on a ton of shit. When they get something right, I can give people props when they're right on things, even though I disagree with them. This video was just dog shit. It wasn't good. There was nothing good about it. It was just a dog shit video. It was bad. Please don't be open. God damn it. Hey there. This room is full looted? How? Oh, wait. You didn't even loot it.
Hand out to let people come in and see the narrative that I am trying to build over the next 20 minutes. That's what I'm trying to do. I think it is more effective. I think it's how you change people's minds. We've talked about the before. Okay, that's the before of this one comment that is like 6 fucking Reddit threads. I have a 20-minute video. All right, now let's go to the after. So after this, again, I never mentioned fucking Nick Shirley after this 2-minute mark at the beginning. Then I go into how the system of us focusing on just the goal and the bill signing allows opportunities for broader fraud in general to be ripe. Then I go into what actually happened with real journalistic sources in this Somali Minnesota situation. I go through point by point on where the fraud originated during COVID with the lax enforcement, how it built up, the different areas it went into. Okay? Then
like everything else in the video was fine. Everything else in the video was fine. But I don't understand. It's hard to figure out sometimes, like, are you like emotionally dug in on an issue? I don't even mean that insult. I get emotionally dug in on issues. Like, it happens. Or are we like on some otherworldly shit right now of not understanding what the fuck people's problems were? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure right now, because right now it sounds like some otherworldly shit. But I'm hoping we're just like a little emotionally dug in. We're having a Pisco moment, maybe. Maybe.
Pull an actual Somali American former fraud investigator to talk about why, in this particular instance, it might have taken root in the Somali community.
But it wasn't about that. She wasn't about that prosecutor that you're talking about. It wasn't about this particular instance, though. That's not what it was about. That's not what that was about. That was about the fraud that the Garland DOJ had prosecuted.
Then I go on to say specifically, and I really want to say specifically here, but the problem I have with this story is that it's bringing all these people out of the woodwork that only want to talk about this type of fraud when it's Tim Walz and Somalis. I can just tell. I can see the difference in how they act. Oh, interesting. Okay.
No, like, you're getting baited by, there's this, like, there are these multiple levels of, you're virtue signaling too hard on a thing. And I don't even, like, I'm not opposed to virtue signal all the time. So, like, when I cover stories like this, I will counter virtue signal, right? So I'll be, like, performatively racist in a way, if that makes sense. Like, when I start covering shit, like, I'm like, listen, bro, if all the black people, if all the Africans are doing bad shit, then get them out of here. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't care if you want to ship them out. I don't care if you don't like them, whatever the fuck. If they're doing it, then get them out, okay? Right? But I do that to signal that, like, I'm not here to just say that, like, oh no, they're black people, they couldn't possibly be doing a wrong, right? Because I'm not retarded, and I'm not here to play that libcuck kind of game. But you got to be careful not to get so caught up in the counter signaling to show that, like, I'm not going to just turn my lib brain on and refuse to condemn anything because I'm so libbed out, right? You can't do that so hard that you end up co-signing or signing off on, like, the most dog shit, poorly researched fucking thing ever. Okay? The video was bad. I don't even care that the kid is a race baiting fucking loser. I mean, obviously it doesn't help, and it plays into all of the race baiting loser shit that he does. But like, the video was bad. It was bad. I swear to fucking God, if this guy fucking shoots me after I said hello.
Okay, so then I break down that this narrative around the fraud is being hijacked to turn into like an anti-Somali, anti-Tim Walz thing, and not a bigger story about the widespread pandemic COVID era fraud across the country. So many of these government services, especially around COVID and pandemic, have become ripe for fraud. And then I even go bigger and I start talking about national defense, and I talk about Medicare and the overcharging and legalized fraud in those areas where private contractors are dramatically overcharging the government for huge amounts of money. Oh, by the way, in the middle, sorry, I cut this part out. We also talk about how there's pandemic fraud of all races in all 50 states. People in Florida, pastor in Maryland, guy in California, guy in Arizona. This fraud is much more widespread than the Somali community in Tim Walz's state. It's all over because the opportunities were so ripe, as I mentioned in this section. And then at 13:55, my face looks like I'm on a suit. It's like it looks like I'm a
This whole video is like missing the point so poorly.
tiny guy. I had to include that because that was one of the big comments too. Also, I will say,
Yes, you are right. Am I right in saying the issue is Atrioc is generally viewed as a source of truth, and him piggybacking off that video legitimizes the YouTuber? Oh, I'm sorry. No, I misread you. What you're saying is true, but there's another flaw that's being committed here as well. Him piggybacking off of all the other true statements and then kind of bundling this kid up with the other true statements is also giving him more credibility than he deserves.
the shirt I'm wearing does look like it's from the 70s. My mom bought it for me for Christmas. Okay, the facts. And then I close out by saying that Elon Musk, particularly, who is pushing this narrative down people's throats, had an opportunity to do something about fraud. And in fact, is trying to run the Doge scheme again somehow. Elon Musk is on Twitter like today, being like, oh, the fraud is 20% of the federal budget. Bro, you were given the keys to fucking everything and as open carte blanche, and you cut basically nothing except for like opposing Democrat stuff and some federal workers, and the deficit increased. That's the last part of the video. So what do you think that if you put all this together, what is the takeaway? It's so frustrating to see someone harp on one line in the first 30 seconds that I'm using.
Why is he saying one line in the first 30 seconds, dog? It was 2 minutes of glaze. It was 2 minutes of bukkake glaze.
As an intro to this viral video that has a lot of interest to get them into my, I think, more rational, well thought out take on the situation. God damn, dude. It's like you have to be spoon fed a fucking Vine boom. Fuck this guy, he's racist. Fuck this guy's racist. And we shut off. I'm trying to build something. Like, it's very frustrating to see a comment like this. You are falling for a racist framing of this problem instead of a framing more based on reality. It isn't a problem inside the Somali community. It's a problem with the complete lack of government oversight over the country. That is what the video was about. I just know for a fact this guy watched like 30 seconds and wrote this comment. And it's like the whole video is about how it's not a problem just inside the Somali community. It's a problem. I feel like this guy took a summary of my video and then posted it back to me. It's frustrating, bro. Dude, even the fucking racists who were crashing out at me because I was too nice to Somalis in the video, at least they watched it because they had to have watched it all the way through because they were mad at me for sugarcoating the Somali problem and using actual quotes that I said. It's not about race. They were leaving a big wallet up or big wallet out and people stole it. And then I respond to both these. I'm like, dude, if you think it's not about race, then why is people in all 50 states of all races stealing 15x more from the PP program than just this? Why is it's such a bigger problem than that? I do these live, right? I don't have any script. I put the slides together and I do it. In fact, that one for the Somali one, I had to do 3 takes and my laptop died in the middle of it. And I stand by the takeaway of what I'm saying. I do. If you had a problem with individual language, maybe use the context to figure it out. If I felt egregious about it, I'd say something, but I really don't. I feel like that was a perfect way. The person I had in mind when I made that video was someone like my cousin. My cousin is someone who would watch that video and is very susceptible to it. And I would like to talk to my cousin and be like, hey, listen, I get what you're feeling. I'm mad about this fraud too. I see the video too. Let's talk about it and let's expand on it.
Yeah, but the video is wrong. Like, how many times are we going to race bait and rage bait? And this administration isn't doing anything about it. They haven't done anything about it. We got Doge and the deficit increased. They were supposed to be cutting that shit and it got bigger. We got Doge and we got no fraud whatsoever found. We've got the biggest fraud schemes right now being openly run in all of US history. So when a MAGA race baiting retard makes a video online, rather than even entertaining that conversation, like if you want to reach your cousin, maybe the conversation topic should be, hey cousin, bro, why the fuck are you watching this retarded shit and letting it poison your brain? Like, why don't you put down the phone and put the news article in the bag, bro? Go read for one time in your entire life, from start to finish, a full 3 to 5 minute news article. You'll learn more about this topic than you will, as opposed to scrolling, for an hour on your X feed and being fed the most rage baity shit in the fucking world.
On that. That's what I'm trying to get in the door so that we can have a real discussion. And if I do that in any other way that you deem approved, you crash out about it. It's frustrating. And I know that I'm falling victim to the content creator brain where it's like, I'm sure plenty of people watched the video and did do this. I just, I found it to be a little frustrating, all right? Since I'm on the subject, I'll do one more crash out. I called out people going all conspiracy brain on memory prices. And this guy said, here's Gamers Nexus, one of the most trustworthy sources in the space, saying it might just be that. It's like, bro, I got no problem with Gamers Nexus. I feel like I'm in that J-Reg video. People always kind of start beef with me and someone else. I'm not in the fucking YouTube drama space, bro. But here's what I'll tell you. I just want to be super basic. I feel like anyone could get this if you thought about it for 2 seconds. If you like to eat bananas, right? This is the worst banana I've ever drawn. If you like to eat bananas, okay? And you go to the store every day and you buy a banana. And then one day, a guy named Gorilla Sam Altman comes along. I'm not going to try to draw that. Gorilla Sam Altman comes along with a giant blank check and buys 40% of the bananas in the world. And his AI bodies buy a lot of the rest. And the price of bananas goes way up. And then you go and say, yeah, I think they, and you do a big quote, they are trying to get us to eat apples because there's a higher profit margin in it for them. It's like, I think it's Gorilla Sam Altman. I don't think it's a cabal of the shadiest companies working to get you onto cloud computing, bro. I think it's because Sam Altman bought all the fucking memory. It's so blatantly obvious. And like, I understand that when you say they and you do like, oh, nothing and be happy, people fucking love it. It's catnip, dude. And it makes you tons of YouTube views and it's good. But let's be real. In this particular instance, I think it's just massive demand from AI. That's why Microsoft employees are getting there's people at Microsoft and at OpenAI and at Google who are getting fired because they can't secure enough memory for their companies. There's people flying out to Korea round trip constantly begging to get more memory for Microsoft. If Microsoft can't get it, it's probably not because it's an international shady cabal. By the way, if the goal was to get you to use cloud gaming, then why would they at the exact same time announce a limit on how much you could use the cloud gaming service?
So they could charge you more for the people that are using it.
Because all the resources are being diverted away from gaming altogether. They don't care whether you're buying a fucking memory or they're using cloud. They just want to give everything to AI. That's why I called the video the AI tax. They're not even thinking about you. Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't crash out so much. Most of these comments were funny. I feel like I actually had a great time on this break, and those two things kind of stuck with me. But let's be real. I'm gonna be super real. If I look at that video, but if I look at the top comments of that video, it is Atrioc talking in a more hushed tone. Nice to know parents' house rules apply to everybody. That's true. My dad was asleep. I'm in his office. He's asleep, bro. I was trying to be a little quieter. It even applies to me as an adult, bro. This shirt is a sort of...
Why is it so hard for people to say they fucked up? In the content creator space, I mean, there could be a few reasons. Being most charitable, and honestly, it probably applies here. One of the hardest reasons why it's difficult to say you fucked up is because usually the criticism that's coming at you the loudest is like not actually accurate. So like, if I was Atrioc in the situation and the majority of the criticism or the majority of the loudest criticism were a bunch of people saying like, oh, so I see you've become a racist, MAGA-loving piece of shit. Well, you're never going to say, oh yeah, I fucked up. Because it almost feels like you're admitting to them, oh yeah, you're right, shit, I am a racist, horrible piece of shit. Like, that's the feeling. Yeah.
Bowling Alley Classic. My mom bought it for me. She said it makes me look at the 70s. By the way, I'm doing the fucking Blue Eyes meme in this. I just wanted to address this because I feel like if you don't address it, people think, oh, well, why is he not addressing it? But honestly, I'm proud of that video. I like what I made, and I like what I said about the AI memory stuff too, and those are two things I wanted to crash out on. I have no beef with anybody, bro. That's not what I'm trying to do with content. I'm trying to read things, research things, and give what I think is a level-headed take so we can build up a larger community of people who are on the same page about some basic stuff and maybe get some change. That's all I really want. That and to farm you guys to sell Enron hats. That's the key takeaway. Okay? By the way, stream's back tomorrow.
Sorry.
We're doing a predictions 2025 year in review. Be there. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Good. Why did I run here? I think Atrax is actually saying you're pretending the video is good to get retard. No, shut the fuck up. No, that's not what he's saying. Stop. That is absolutely not what he's saying. I'm just going to assume and pray that he knows now that he's like... He gave his public take. I'm hoping his private take is like, fuck, that video was way worse than I thought it was. And I'm going to make sure that I like... I'm going to make sure that I full watch videos in the future before I comment on them. I'm gonna hatch out, and I saw there's like 20 Asmongold clips on fucking on LSF. Any goals, milestones for 2026? Yep, getting YouTube remonetized hopefully, and getting my this lawsuit ending, and then writing my final manifesto. Oof, it's gonna be a doozy. It's gonna be one. It's gonna be one. One of our chatters is in stream disagreements if you fancy it. What the fuck? Oh, yes! What's up? Hello? Herbo! 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 Herbo!
Hey, Raider!
Oh, Jesus. Well, I tried. Destiny goes off in Asmongold. We saw that. Buddy at the state of California, I saw that. Asmongold reacts to Destiny, saying Trump and Epstein ties didn't change how Asmon voted. Was this one where he's personal about me? Read your DMs, I linked the whole vid.
Absolutely. What is this here? Destiny? Oh, Destiny goes mad at me. Okay.
Okay. So we don't need evidence or data or fact or stories or anything for anything. Oh my god, King! Yeah, King!
How is it that whenever I don't do all this evidence and facts and all this research and everything like this, I still come to conclusions that are more accurate?
Because how am I supposed to say seriously to that? It's like a Christian and an atheist, or like a Christian and a Muslim argument, and the Christian's like, well, if you're so much more well-read on all of this religious shit than I am, how is it that I'm the one who has the correct God and you don't? I mean, like, anything can be accurate if you never actually look any of it up, right? I guess you got me, bro. Everything is accurate when you never actually fact check a single fucking thing. Like, even your own statement betrays itself. And we don't need evidence or data or fact or stories or anything for anything. Oh my God, King. Yeah, King.
How is it that whenever I don't do all this evidence and facts and all this research and everything like this, I still come to conclusions that are more accurate?
Like, how could you even gauge their accuracy if you don't look up any fact or research or anything else? Like, how would you even know? You're comparing what's in your head with what's in your head. Well, if things aren't the way that I say they are, well, then how is it that things appear to be the way they say they are when I think things are what I say they are? Okay, Chief.
How about that? This guy thought Kamala Harris was going to win the presidency.
That's not even true. You can literally look at the odds I was giving XQC. What did I say? I thought it was like 60%. Like, what? If you were 100% sure that Trump won, where's the $100 million that you put on the election? There was a lot of money to be made. Like,
so if all this research and all this effort and all this time has led you to a conclusion that's wrong,
I'm getting baited. That's not a conclusion, homeboy. That's a prediction. Predictions are inherently probabilistic when you can't measure every single fucking variable. Oh my God. I'm getting baited. Do you think I disagree? Let me give you an example, okay? I think Kamala Harris will win the election. I would say it's like a 60% chance. I think that's what the odds I gave XQC. That's a big chance that she could lose. 40% chance. That's called a prediction. Predictions being right or wrong aren't necessarily indicative of a bad thought process. What you would have to check is you'd have to check the confidence level of the prediction, and then you'd measure these over time. So, for instance, if I said there's like a 99% chance Kamala Harris is going to win, it's a much higher chance then that I was probably really wrong on that. Here's an example of a bad conclusion. I think the 2020 election was rigged. That would be a bad conclusion. That's what Donald Trump believes. And the vast majority, I think 75% plus of all of the MAGA that support him. That's a bad conclusion.
Then what purpose was it for? Having a bad time.
Who did you predict would win in 2021 or 2020? What a weird... It's not weird. It's stupid. It's just stupid.
You gotta think for yourself a little bit more.
You literally get all of your information cum dumped directly into your brain from X. And then you just filter it through the Asman brain. Oh, let's see what X is telling me today. It's literally the guy from, what's the movie? With Jim Carrey. Now show him the story about the Somali immigrants. Sprinkle on a bit of lib tears. Yeah, the Truman Show. The Asman Show.
Sure, they might have investigated one case and it was really bad, and so they got...
You should just challenge him to a debate. Well, I would always debate him. He's never talking to me. He knows that he can't have these conversations. He would fall apart immediately. I think we talked about Hillary Clinton like fucking 20 years ago and he fell apart then, right? This guy's going to spawn a third and a fourth Twitch account if we have another conversation. Yeah, obviously I would always tell him about this, but he can't. He's way too invested. He's way too dug in. And unfortunately, just like Hassan, he's built out such a false reality for himself that it might be psychologically harmful for him to have a critical conversation with somebody that's read more than one news article in his entire life.
They did. But does it really matter when you investigate one case when there's 50 cases? No, not really.
Oh,
yep.
Why say 50, Aspen? Shit. Why not just say 1,000? Or
why not 10,000? Because it's more than 50 and it's more than 1,000.
How do you know that? Where do I get the divine link up to just know stuff? Like, without even having to do any research or investigation, to just know things.
It's nationwide. It's completely endemic. It's happening everywhere. You should know this, Destiny. You didn't grow up rich. You have no excuse for this ivory tower take. You used to be a fucking dishwasher. You know what these people do. You saw it happen. So what are we trying to pretend like, oh, no, there's no way this is happening everywhere? Of course it fucking is.
Okay. I feel like we grew up unironically. Hold on, okay. I'm gonna do this. I'll lean into my history more, okay? Because apparently everybody likes to do bullshit, okay? I grew up with very toxically masculine takes on everything, okay? Which is one of the reasons why it took me so long to fucking get any Vyvanse. It's one of the reasons why I wouldn't even take ibuprofen and shit, and now I've discovered the wonderful world of medication. It's just a stupid thing growing up. I think I was homeless for around a month. Not like super homeless because I still showered and shit. Between places after I broke up with my wife and I got together with Rachel. And then I was about to lose my house after I lost my job at the casino and everything else. Never once in my life the concept, and I realized retrospectively, and I took a chatter like asking this question, like, oh, why didn't you ever have any welfare or whatever? And it's like, I actually have no fucking idea. The thought of even going to like an office to apply for any of this shit, this is like inconceivable to me. I would never, I just couldn't. I'm sure there are I'm sure there are at least some other people like that. I'm sure there are some communities. It sounds like whatever white trash spawned Asmongold was more in line with the abuse the system and take advantage of everything around you. Because I think he self-admits that they committed all sorts of fraud and shit when he was growing up. I'm going by comment after comment I've read, so I'm assuming this is true. If it's not true, then I take it back, I guess. But I think he himself has said that they stole a ton and everything growing up. But I've just never been in an area that does that. Maybe I come from better Spaniard white slave owning stock than whatever spawned Asmon and his family, I guess, but I don't know.
It's obviously happening.
A billion. There were a billion cases.
There's $1 billion.
You don't even know that, little bro. Okay. They didn't investigate. What the fuck even is a case? What does case mean?
Instances of it happening. You want to actually solve the problem.
Mm-hmm. That's the issue, though, and that's at the end of the day. That's always going to be the issue. Mm-hmm. And this is why I'm the realest one of all these fucking losers. Okay,
he's not. Destiny's a nice guy. I like Destiny in some cases. Not right now, but I do like Destiny generally.
Okay.
I'm the realist, but he's okay.
But the thing is you're not real because all you do is you sit here and you put a thing. You're Rick and Morty in episode 7 of season 1 when they're in the machine that creates reality in front of them and they're running and it's like doing this. Like that's what you're laying the bullshit train tracks in front of you. Like you really summarized it better than I ever could with your own attack on me when you said, how is it that you have to do all this research and bullshit and I don't research anything, but my conclusions always seem to be more correct than yours? Well, because you don't research anything, right? Because even Asmongold plays this shit up, okay? Not as bad as Hassan does, but even Asmongold plays it because you don't want to solve problems, because you don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, we're rich white people who don't give a fuck about what happens to anything.
Exactly.
Basically.
And that's the problem, is Destiny has that mindset. I don't.
But I don't have that mindset because I care about politics, motherfucker. You admitted to not voting because you don't give a fuck. Oh my God, you're so fucking stupid.
I still live in the same fucking neighborhood that I grew up in. I still lived in the same place that I've always been.
Who the fuck cares, bro? You never fucking go outside. I had a conservative friend try to play that shit on me the other day. They were like, oh, well, why don't we go move to some fucking blah, blah, blah Somali neighborhood? It's like, okay, we can play that game all day. I don't go outside, motherfucker. I'll live in any neighborhood in the United States. I don't care. I'm not leaving my fucking apartment. Why do you think that matters? Why do you think that's a fucking own, dog? Holy shit. Somebody could fucking knock you the fuck out, kidnap you, put you in the house next door, and you would wake up and think that you're in fucking Romania. You'd have no idea what the outside of your house even looks like. Somebody'd have to show you a picture from the perspective of a DoorDash drop-off to even know where the fuck you are.
The same neighborhood with the same people, and to a degree it's been gentrified.
Can this motherfucker even drive? I don't even know.
My extra road was now a bike lane. The cars that were up on blocks are now Mercedes. The people that were walking around selling drugs are now white women jogging around with visors on. And yes, it's changed slightly, but I haven't.
I don't even know what this... Okay.
I didn't move across the country. I didn't go somewhere different. I stayed right here. And I've seen it happen.
Seen what happen?
And everybody has seen it happen.
Hold on, I don't even know what point he just made. Is he trying to say that his neighborhood got gentrified and improved? Is he trying to say the people that all the people that live there got better? Is he trying to say they all scam the government and that's why they drive Mercedes and they jog? Or what? I don't even know what the fuck point. I don't know what the fuck point he just. I don't even know what he. Is it fraud? There's women jogging in the streets now. Is that what they do? They go jogging in their Lululemons because they're defrauding the government.
No excuse. The fact is that Destiny is right. He and I will have no consequences for any of these outcomes whatsoever. We are completely rich white people that are totally insulated from these consequences. But the difference between him and me is that I know that some of you guys aren't.
Oh my God, bro, our audiences are largely insulated from the issues as well, you fucking retard. We're video game streamers. What, you think people from fucking the Baltimore hood are watching? You think fucking Omar just came back from ripping and robbing some drug dealers? Like, I'm gonna turn me on some Asmongold today. Come the fuck on. 50% of our audience are fucking comp sci graduates, and the other half are fucking going to school for some other bullshit. Bro, we have largely male, largely younger, largely whiter, largely more affluent audiences, okay? There weren't enough, this fuck ton of poor people growing up playing World of Warcraft and watching video game streamers. In before Asmon's response, oh, so are you saying that nobody that grew up playing video games ever was poor?
And that's the reason why I go out and I advocate for this. Because the people that are the biggest losers, the biggest victims of this, are the working class average Americans.
Yeah, the people who don't have a 2 to 10 daycare center to drop their kids off anymore because retards like you think that daycare only happens at the same hours that kids are in school.
I'll tell you something. This low-income, ignorant, delusional, brain-dead, third-world importation of all of these illiterate people that can't speak English, that have no fucking skills, live off the government, and are effectively parasites on the United States of America is a class war. It is a class war between people like myself and Destiny and the people that are infinitely richer than we are, the real business owners, the real political class. It is a class warfare that this group...
Like, who do you think does, who does the work? Who does these jobs? Like, was he the one earlier that said it to somebody else who was like, the only time they see these people is when they hire them to do their fucking housework? Okay, well, that's work. How is that leeching? Sounds like they're doing something. Unemployment in this country is still south of 5%. It's not like all these people are jobless. Like, the Somali people, there's like 80 to 110,000 of these people in the whole fucking country, I think. What? This is your problem? Also, is it not a little 1984-ish that where we're like, what's the problem today, sir? It's Haitians eating the cats and dogs. Okay. New day. What's the problem today? It's Tren de Aragua and MS-13. Oh, okay. What about today? Well, we're going to take a pit stop and talk about the white genocide in South Africa. Wow, okay. Now what is it today? Now it's Venezuelans, I guess. Oh, okay. And the next day? Well, today, now it's back to the Somalis in Minnesota. Okay. Can't wait to see which racial... and at some point, I think also there was... did we do another Muslim ban or not? I don't even know what the fuck. If Trump actually did do that, was able to do that or not. Like, every day, you've got this Rolodex of minorities that you draw from. Meanwhile, the largest fucking scammers in the fucking country are sitting in the fucking White House using private funds to expand one of the most important public buildings in all of U.S. history. You have no idea what it fucking means to be an American or what any American value is if you're just out here rage baiting and race baiting all day. It's so fucking stupid. It's like, this is the meme that the retarded socialists and shit talk about when they're like, capital owners will just try to throw up racial issues in front of you to actually discourage you from what the real enemy, which is class, which is, in this case, is kind of true. Like, the amount of fraud that Donald Trump commits, in a single year, these communities hope to collectively commit in their lifetimes, like all of them combined.
Group that I am a part of is waging against the middle class, the rapidly eroding and, vanishingly small middle class and the working class. That's where we're at. That's the real battle. The people that really who really benefits? Think about this for a second. Who really benefits besides obviously the immigrants themselves with bringing in all of these people that are totally unskilled that are living off of the government? The government benefits.
Why would the government benefit from people that are coming in that, according to you, don't pay taxes and just have to be paid out to? How is the government benefiting there?
The businesses benefit.
Oh, businesses benefit. Okay. Well, most businesses are small businesses, so there's people. Okay. And if the businesses are benefiting, and you said it yourself, the illegal immigrants are benefiting, I don't know how the government's benefiting. Wouldn't also the customers be benefiting because now they can buy more shit too? If you wanted to be cynical about it, like, at the very least, don't we have to account for all the parts of this economic transaction? No?
The employers benefit. You as the average person do not.
How not? So it all stops with them? They gobble all the gains up? Gobble, gobble, gobble? Okay, based.
That's it.
Wow. Well, I mean, I would argue with that, but I mean, he just kind of... No, this one. He just kind of put a cap on it, so never mind, I guess. Yeah, you can just... I mean, if you just assert it as being self-evidently true, well, what the fuck am I supposed to say? You're right, you got me, dog. This shit, because it doesn't affect us at the end of the day, because we're rich, we're going to be rich, and it doesn't matter.
Completely right. True.
Okay? Who cares, right? True, king. Because if you
I know.
actually wanted to solve some shit,
Yes.
you would actually try to problem solve. You would actually try to figure out what's going on.
Yes.
You would
Of course. It's obvious what's going on.
You would actually try to figure it out. Of course. Well, I don't need to because I already know everything, even though I know nothing. King.
Somebody vax this guy.
It's obvious. It's completely obvious. Anybody that's been around any of these businesses knows exactly what's happening.
Why do we waste our time with all these stupid investigations when people like Asmongold can just walk around and tell us exactly what's going on? Just point him out. Just point him out. I bet you could just walk around with some sunglasses and you look at the people, and when you put the sunglasses on and the people disappear, that's one of them. Get him out of here. Actually try to do an investigation.
Yes.
You actually try to get some probable cause.
There's no reason to go and do an investigation when the people that are doing the investigations are complete frauds and they're bought off by the State Department and they're being suppressed by people like Tim Walz.
Oh, sorry. I forgot we're asserting things without evidence. My bad. Okay.
Because of the whistleblowers. Like, there are whistleblowers that are saying that the investigations and the things that they've run into this were suppressed because they don't want to lose the Somali vote and they want to maintain their vote. So what happens when the institutions of enforcement are compromised?
True.
And they are compromised. They're absolutely compromised.
Absolutely.
You need a federal fucking investigation. You need to bring people in who are who prosecuted this, Biden's DOJ. Great. They should have done it a lot more. They did.
What is it? It's just a truism. You should have done it more. Did you get enough sleep yesterday? Yeah, I slept. Yeah, I got plenty of sleep. You should have gotten more. Did you eat enough yesterday? Yeah, you should have eaten more. Did you exercise enough? You should have exercised more. Like, how much investigating do we need to do?
Didn't. I wonder why. And also, this is
and then he gets you with an own at the end. And you're like, oh, I wonder why they didn't investigate more. You don't even know how much they should have investigated. What the fuck? How does this pass for anything? It's not even slop. It's imaginary slop.
About Biden, it's about Minnesota. The fact is that the Minnesota state government is very clearly fucking corrupt, and it's being run by people.
All of it? Even the DMV, all of the government, the water treatment plants and the power all of it is corrupt. How the fuck are we worried about the Jews running the country when only 80 to 100,000 Somalis can take over the entire government of Minnesota? I'm surprised they haven't installed a fucking leader yet.
That have no problem selling out their citizens, selling out real Americans for Somali immigrants that want to change the Minnesota flag to look like Somalia.
Oh my God. It's like every bait. He's eaten now show him the flag. It's the guy, the Truman Show guy. Now, that was a perfect video for tomorrow. We need to load up 6 different videos. We've got the flag changing one. Throw him an Alex Jones video. Get Trump up there to give him some Epstein stuff to talk about so he's performatively centrist still. We need to load another Ukrainian woman up onto a bus. The next time the black killer is going to be Somali. make him an immigrant. No, make him native born, so he calls him an immigrant, regardless.
They don't want to be Americans. They want Minnesota to be Somalia.
Do they, though? Do they really? Is that really what's happening? Really?
These people are advocating for the most blood and soil nationalistic policies for their own Somalian country between kicking out Kenyans and Ethiopians. But at the same time,
that's Minnesota's big push right now? Bruh. I'm having a major bruh moment.
they want us to embrace the diversity of them being able to do whatever the fuck they want. Yeah, I don't think so. No.
True.
Oh, let's have an investigation by the same people that did nothing.
Well, except they didn't do nothing. They prosecuted some of the largest fraud cases ever with the Feeding Your Future. When, like, most of the people prosecuted for that were Somali, but I guess maybe they just didn't have enough pull, or maybe they just like chose some Somalis to go after and let the other ones off the hook. I mean, who knows? To do an investigation, to get warrants, to indict people in order to actually...
And I agree with you. They should do this. I just don't trust the Minnesota government to do it. Should be
the Biden government... Hold on, wait, let me... American politician who was the 46th president of the United States. Okay, yeah. Biden was the president, so that was the federal government, right? The U.S. government is federal government. Merrick Garland was Attorney General of the Department of Justice for the United States, right? It wasn't for Minnesota? I'm pretty sure.
be the federal government. And even them, I don't entirely trust to do it.
Then who the fuck is going to do it? The SS Asmongold's? The Gestapos? What's the solution then? Maybe we need to bring in... Wait, oh shit, wait. Are the Somalis the pirates? Who is the one? Look at me, I'm the captain now. What is that guy? Where are my ethnic people? I suck at ethnicities. Who else pirates against them? We need to bring in 100,000 counter... Who pirates against the Somalis in the ocean? And we need to... Cops can start driving their cars around with the big water cannons on the side if they see them doing crime. Bruh.
It's a huge problem. I trust them more. I'd rather them do it, but that's it.
But you won't. You're not going to be talking about this in 2 fucking weeks. You're going to move on to another minority group to hate, another trans...
Yep, that's right. And there's going to be another... And the reason why... Destiny, this is the reason why, and you know this. You should know this. Didn't he grow up in Florida?
You just accused me of moving. Why are you saying I grew up in Florida now? Why do these people have the most selective lore memories of me? What the fuck?
Did Destiny grow up in Florida? I think he was in Miami for a while.
Tell me. Yeah, just stereotype whatever you want, bro.
I'm not sure. He did? Okay, so Florida is another... I don't know. It's in Nebraska? I don't even know where Nebraska is, right? But like, it's okay, it's up north, right? Okay, so you don't get it. You don't understand.
I'm getting rage baited. He's rage baiting me. I'm getting rage baited. Lauren De La Laguna is in his DMs. I'm getting rage baited right now. I know I'm getting rage baited. This is not serious. He turns the stream off. I bet him and Hassan are duo queuing on Arc Raiders, and they're probably sniping me. When I'm not even streaming, they're probably trying to snipe my queue and kill me. And they're laughing the whole time. That's what's happening right now. This is all a rage bait. It has to be.
The reason why I'll be moving over to another minority group in 2 weeks is because in 2 weeks it's going to be discovered that another minority group is also doing this too. Because this is a cyclical
thing of that it's just the minority skull shape. Is they're prone to fraud and abuse. King, this is king shit.
General problem. And I'm going to tell you something else.
How am I banned from this platform? I'm about to get fucking race realist takes. It's not even race realism. It's like because it's all the races. It's like all the races are real, really bad, except for the white ones. Bro, what is happening?
Minorities do not have a monopoly on this too.
Oh, thank you. He's going to blame. Okay, we're covering.
Because this is a cyclical general problem. And I'm going to tell you something else. Minorities do not have a monopoly on this.
White people do it too.
Americans, white people are doing it too.
I'm not going to treat that as a minor slip. I'm not going to treat that as a minor slip because he kept earlier saying immigrants when he was talking about the Somali Americans. They're Somali. They're Somali Americans, but they're American citizens. They might be their family came from Somalia or whatever, but they're Americans. But notice how here he just said
general problem. And I'm going to tell you something else. Minorities do not have a monopoly on this.
It's not just minorities that have an issue with with this type of stuff. It's also
Americans, white,
and then he Americans,
white people.
White people, like, is it like you have minorities and then you have Americans? Hello? Oh, what are we doing here? It's kind of a weird,
are doing it too. And the worst thing about it is that the white people, for the amount of money that gets spent, you have people like, listen, you know who's going to love this? Rick Scott. I agree these people should be investigated. This is, you're arguing with something that doesn't exist. Yeah, they all are bad.
Person too obsessed over, or another 32A that should be a 32DDDD in some new fucking video game.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Because, and the thing is, everybody wants to make fun of me. And now, and this is the thing, they're all circle jerking about how wrong I am about video games, but I'm right. And everybody knows that I'm right. And if you think that I'm wrong, why do all the best-selling video games have hot chicks? Why is it that the most famous female characters are all the ones that are ridiculously fucking hot?
Who said anything? No one is even arguing about this. Also, I'm pretty sure the most popular video game of all time, I'm pretty sure the chicks look like fucking Lara Croft from Tomb Raider on the PlayStation 1. Because I'm pretty sure the most popular video game right now is fucking Roblox. So I don't even know what the fuck I mean, it's rage bait. Okay. I'm getting rage baited. I know I'm getting rage baited. It's okay. It's all good.
Why is it that every fucking cosplay is of the hot chicks? That's why. Because I'm right. And yeah, you're right. Destiny.
That's not the only cosplays. That's just the only ones that you see, because when you look for cosplay, you're searching on Pornhub for them.
And you want to hyperfixate on playing Factorio and malding out while you're playing Arc Raiders. And yeah, go ahead. Do that. That's fine. But I will be here complaining about something else.
Technically, I invested all of my hours into the 2 Game of the Years. So I actually, for a brief moment in time, I have more gamer credit in terms of playing relevant shit than you do, motherfucker, because Expedition 33 and Arc Raiders were like the top 2 fucking Game of the Year games. So fuck you. Also, I got all the achievements, 100%. The Final Fantasy Tactics remake, which was not only a really good remake, it was also one of the best games of all time. Okay, suck my dick, motherfucker.
Okay? You're right. I have a broad focus of things that I complain about. It's not just Somalians. He's completely right. There are tons of other minority groups that I complain about all the time, not to mention women. Absolutely. We cast a wide net.
Like too fucking shit to play anyway. Like, it's so
Fuck you. He's right about that, though.
I am. Age bait every single fucking day, from one retarded take to the next retarded take. It's just unbelievable.
The thing is that in a world that's crazy and in a world that's retarded, the person who's not retarded sounds retarded. The world has become retarded, and thus people think that I am.
Dog, you're the most popular political streamer in the world right now. And you have probably the largest political channel of an individual, maybe, in the world as well. So, so you right now, by your own logic, are king of the retards. It's crazy to me.
And Hassan had no problem with me saying this exact same thing whenever I was talking about the people that covered up the Epstein files. Remember that? Because I said the same fucking thing. I said that the people that are covering up the Epstein files, you need to find out, no, not the person that told them, the person that did it. I don't care. Oh, they're a pencil pusher. Oh, it's not fair. Good. Maybe
they overturned the Biden convictions? Maybe they did.
set a fucking example for what it's like.
Like, why are you even pretending to care about the Epstein shit now? We knew that Trump was associated with Epstein before the fucking election, and that didn't sway your opinion whatsoever. Nothing
No.
would have swayed your opinion. Nothing would have swayed your opinion.
Destiny has a lot of accusations against him, but you're still streaming too.
I'm a streamer. And I have one accusation against me. One, I'm a streamer. Two, I have one accusation against me that's getting wrecked in court. Unlike the civil case that Trump had for rape, by the way, that he lost. Just saying, if you care. If we're gonna be keeping score here, okay? We're gonna be keeping score of civil cases. Trump lost his finger rape case, okay? I'm not gonna lose mine.
For all of the accusations and all of the things that you can criticize Trump on, I think Destiny going out and criticizing for this one specific thing, really, what's going on here?
What? What? Am I Epstein now? What?
And what can't you say that your own fans and your own followers are doing the same thing?
What? Wait, what? What are we even talking about right now? What?
They're looking at all the comments and all the things that you've said and done. They're taking the plausible deniability and saying maybe he didn't mean it that way, or maybe because Destiny is pushing something that I agree with so much that I'm going to ignore all of that, and I'm still going to support him because he has a message that I agree with. So the fact that you have fans proves the hypocrisy and you accusing me of getting mad about Trump for this.
Hold on. I have to, because I was looking at my game. Okay, I have to do like a trillion IQ to connect the dots here. I said that him getting upset over the Epstein stuff is performative because he didn't seem to care or mention much of it, I think, during the election season. I'm pretty sure we knew. When that letter, there was the November, October surprise, whatever the fuck. The stuff that had come out before the election. We always knew that this Epstein shit would end up going fucking nowhere if Trump was president. Like, we just everybody knew it was bullshit because fuck these people. And then, so my fans, he's saying he can still support Trump regardless of the Epstein stuff, just like my fans support me regardless of my accusations. Okay, I understand now. The difference is that Trump lost his civil case, number one. Number two, you're never going to know the extent of Trump and the Epstein stuff. And I'm just a streamer, not the president of the United States of America.
Whenever you go and you allow this rot to continue. That's it. And average Americans
You are the rot.
are tired of having their...
True.
I am the rot.
True. But we're all the rot. I'm the everyman rot.
I am. And you know what? Rot is part of nature. Country rotted out, looted, pillaged by a bunch of random fucking... A vital point and a vital part of the natural process. Third worlders, and then asked to apologize.
Third worlders? Like...
You're so right, Destiny. Somalia is an amazing place. It's great. Everybody has a flat screen TV, and
Somalia is probably a dog shit place, which is why 80 to 100,000 Somalians that moved to the United States moved here. It's because they didn't want to fucking live there anymore. Wait, what? When am I talking about Somalia is a great place?
Everybody's rich. For sure. Same with Haiti. I'm sure it's great over there.
When I think of...
The only thing I'm wrong about is that it's probably a fourth world country. It's not third.
Okay. Like, I don't want to be like, I don't want to do just like the personal thing, but dog, you live with cockroaches.
That's right. And even I can see it. And you know what? If I said I live with cockroaches, would I ever expect you to let me in your house? No. Because you'd probably be like, no, you smell bad. I don't like that. Like, I saw those clips. You're going to be gross, etc. So even his own chat is disagreeing with him. 32 D. And then he does the happy face. Look at that. Even his own chat's agreeing with me on this. Yeah, the thing is that, and also...
Wait, what? I can't follow.
I will not bring the roaches over to your house. I will bring them to somebody else's house. I would never do that.
It doesn't get much more third world than that. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, it does. You want to see the shitholes over there they live in? Oh my God.
We're not talking about those countries. We're talking about the United States of America. And people that have immigrated to the United States.
This guy, this is the typical rich white liberal that thinks that the pinnacle of degeneracy.
Oh no. Asmongold is discovering. Oh fuck, I'm sorry. I just had a fucking glimpse of the future. Who knows what I just glimpsed? Did anybody else catch a flash of it? Did anybody else see it? Did anybody else see it? He's on his way to becoming Hassan. He started off as his little Asmon bullshit. But pretty soon he's going to be constructing full-on false realities of his enemies, of the people around him. He went from knowing I moved to Florida and I'm not from here to somehow thinking I grew up in Florida. And now, apparently I'm a clueless liberal that thinks that every other country on the planet is just as cool to live in as the United States. And I don't know the realities of the poverty of any of these other countries. Never mind the fact that I'm sure I've traveled to 10 times as many countries. Like, now he's moving in that direction. There we go. All right. Good job. Nice.
Is having a few cockroaches in the house and mold on the wall. Trust me, it can get a lot worse. This is only like level 3 out of like 50. It's like 3 out of 20.
Here, bro.
For it because of something that happened before we were born.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. This is outrageous.
Yep.
I'm tired of it. Most people are tired of it.
Right.
And I'm also tired of pretending
so
that I'm not
right.
tired of it.
He has to sit here and listen to me agreeing with myself, telling myself that I'm right. Oh my God. This is such a great clip.
It's outrageous. Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. And there's another thing, too, is that these...
True.
So,
True.
True.
I'm tired of pretending that we don't hate all
Now,
the
are you going to agree with yourself, too?
fucking immigrants. Yep, I am.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't work anymore. Just stop. This isn't even worth responding to.
You said it, you fucking retard, when you said third worlders, because you're incapable of separating out criminals from just people that look like people you don't like.
You can try this, and he's getting mad. He's getting very upset. It's okay. It's okay, Steven. Everything's going to be fine. I regularly have separated out the two. And also, whenever they come here and they have no skills and they have to live off the government, that's categorical. Why don't you relax?
Use better words, dipshit. Why don't you say what you... How are they taking the job? If you respond to any clip, I just want to hear this. Can you please tell me how they take the jobs, but also have no skills at the same time? Can you tell me how they're coming here and taking all the welfare, but they're also getting paid under the table, and they're in our liberal homes, our gated community liberal homes, cleaning our houses? I just need to hear how both of these work together. Please. Please tell me. Fucking mean and mean what you fucking say instead of just saying random rage bait shit for your fucking audience.
The worst thing about it is that I'm not rage baiting. This is what I really think.
That is the worst. That is true. He's right. He is right there.
This isn't exactly true. Sometimes you conflate all of them. I'm sure that I've spoken in generalities before, but I've oftentimes clarified it afterwards.
True.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Obviously. I talk about it all the time for hours. So yeah, I'm sure I've made a mistake here or there. But I think that I've done enough due diligence to show that I'm not really looking at all of them. I'm talking...
If I was the president of the United States, the King Emperor of America, it would be a felony for a person like this to even be allowed to use the phrase due diligence.
About the ones that are the bad actors and the people that are living off of the system. Yeah. It's pretty obvious.
What do you mean it doesn't work anymore to repeat your own words back to you? We got to get these third worlds out of here. Most of the people...
No, the reason why I did that is because you're making an argument of the way that it sounds. This is, oh, well, it sounds bad because you're saying it in this way. But the fact is that, yeah, actually, whenever you bring a bunch of people over that are from a country where they're not educated, they don't speak the language, and they're from a totally different culture that has completely different values, you're going to have a really slow and really hard assimilation rate and success rate with those immigrants. Like, yeah, that's the way it is.
Isn't that every single immigrant population writ large that we brought into the United States? People say the same thing about the Irish and the Italians. Didn't you fucking retards celebrate Donald Trump when he talked about committing fraud in the United States? Didn't all of you fucking retards clap and hoot and holler when Trump said, well, I know all of the tax code cheats and everything. I know because I abused them. And didn't you fucking morons sit there and slop and slurp and glurp and glop all that shit up? You were so happy to hear it. Is it just because he's white? Or like, I'm genuinely want to understand. Why is it that when Trump did fraud and when Trump cheated on his taxes and when Trump told you guys how it was all done, why did you clap and cheer when he did it? But for other people, it's like this is all, and we haven't even talked about. There's not even like a factual anything here. It's all rage bait. It's okay. This motherfucker's allergic to reading news articles.
Sorry. Like, it's not all the same. Somebody from Poland coming over here, or actually somebody from the UK coming over here, they speak a different language. Poland speaks with, every time I see somebody that looks like they had a stroke, I'm assuming they're speaking in Polish. If there's more than a language and they're from a totally this way.
Sorry.
But the fact is that, yeah, actually, whenever you bring a bunch of people over that are from a country where they're not educated, they don't speak the language, and they're from a totally different culture that has completely different values, you're going to have a really slow and really hard assimilation rate and success rate with those immigrants. Like, yeah, that's the way it is. Sorry. Like, it's not all the same. Somebody from Poland coming over here, or actually somebody from the UK coming over here, they speak a different language. Poland speaks with, every time I see somebody that looks like they had a stroke, I'm assuming they're speaking in Polish. If there's more than 3 Z's, W's, and X's...
How many people... How many people immigrate from Poland to the United States that can't fucking speak English? What the fuck are we talking about here? Oh, it's rage bait. I'm just getting rage baited.
In a word, it's Polish. But my point is that if you take somebody from the UK and you have them integrate into the United States, or from Australia, the integration process is going to be infinitely easier than if you're taking them from Mogadishu. This is a reality. But the problem is that because there is a racial connotation with this, we're supposed to admit that it's not true. But everybody knows that it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's obvious.
King shit.
It's the most common sense thing.
It's common
that anybody
sense.
could say.
It's common sense.
Obviously, people with closer cultures are going to better assimilate. Duh. Of course.
Obviously. It's common sense, guys. People that were indicted on the last Somali shit were Somali Americans. They were American citizens. What are you going to do? You say deport them back to their country. They're American. What country do you want to deport them to?
You just said it. Somalia. I want to denaturalize them. I want to seize all of their assets. And I want to send them back to Somalia on a one-way flight.
Like, I can't even say what I like, he knows it's not fair because I can't say what I'd want to because I would either get arrested or banned from all my platforms. Like, he's just a degenerate fuck. Like an actual, yeah, I can't. Yeah.
That's what I want. It's that simple. I don't want these people coming to our country and scamming us.
People are way too comfortable talking this type of shit.
And then for us to pay money to keep them in jail.
On Twitch, of all places, too. I can't believe I'm banned from this platform. Bro, the current admin is crazy. We live in wild fucking times.
That's what I want. Make it a boat, it's cheaper. I don't know. Like, whatever the fuck. No, I don't know. Maybe that'd be a good idea. Whatever the cheapest way to do it is fine. Making sense. It's common sense. Yeah. Like, imagine going to a country. This is what's so ridiculous. Imagine going to a country, scamming them for millions of dollars and being like, well, you can't get rid of me. I'm a citizen. Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? Not after that, you're not. You're done. It's such a ridiculous thing. It's like, why? Oh, there's a rule that said this. What a stupid fucking rule. Who says that oh yeah, let's go listen to all of these rules written by a bunch of old white fucks whose dick doesn't work, and then they're gonna tell us how we're gonna live. No. Fuck that. Fuck that. No, it's a ridiculous rule. It's a ridiculous rule, get rid of it. No, I'm serious. What are we doing here? A lot of countries would execute you? Exactly. I'm a nice guy. I'm such a good guy. People don't understand how reasonable I am.
Now we're comparing ourselves to the third world countries that you hated so much?
Actually. If they insist that the citizens change those people for treason, then yeah. Okay, and yeah, maybe that's the case. It's either treason or deportation, but it's one or the other.
Okay.
It's something that is Old Testament brutal. And the reason why is that I don't want it to happen. And if you want to stop something from happening, implement a punishment that is so brutal, so savage, so extreme that nobody even considers fucking around with it.
Oh my god. He's a genius. Wait, has anybody ever thought about that before? What if we just did, like, the fucking death penalty for, like, every crime or something? What if we just did, like, capital punishment for everything? Actually, now that I think about it, that sounds a little bit third worldish, doesn't it? When we think about, like, chopping hands off for stealing, or cutting eyes out for peeping toms, or chopping dicks off for rape, or executing people for scamming the government, doesn't that sound a little third worldish? Doesn't that sound a little bit degenerate? Doesn't that sound a little bit regressive culturally? Maybe you're not as different as you think you are. You know what? I bet a lot of people in Somalia would agree with that idea. The punishments need to be so harsh and brutal that no one even thinks twice about breaking the rules.
And that stops people from doing it. I don't know why he's so mad. I don't know why he's mad.
I'm mad because the very fraud that you're calling out was being pursued by a Democratic administration, by Joe Biden's Department of Justice, by Merrick Garland. But the same fraud that you seem to be so upset by, that's being committed by other people, like crypto bros and finance bros, those people are literally being pardoned by Donald Trump. So how the fuck can you pretend to care about any of this fraud when you still support Trump, who literally excuses it? And then you come down on the Democrats who were prosecuting it, right? Now, the difference is that I'm giving you facts and data points and stuff that we can all point to as happening. And Asmongold is just going by the reality that's in his head. But when reality is anything you want it to be, I guess you can argue anything that you want as a consequence of that. So, I mean, I don't know how to break through on that one.
It's crazy. People like this love to get mad. But that's okay. China once buried 400,000 people alive and it sent a message? I bet it did, yeah. And you have to do the punishment, though, also? Well, I mean, maybe, right? Have you seen a short video of a woman suing the IRS? Oh, I don't know about that. We need to bring back exiling? Yes, of course. And a naturalized citizen, once proved the wrongdoing, can be stripped of their protections or whatever. Well, like, I don't care what the rules are.
True.
If the rules are an inhibitor to justice, and they are an inhibitor to a nation exercising its sovereignty and being able to protect itself from foreign invaders, then the rules need to be ignored and changed.
True.
Like, just because something's written down doesn't make it right.
True.
Gay marriage wasn't against the law, was against the law for, like, decades, and it was wrong. Like,
but then, what did they do, though? But then what did they do, Asmongold? Because we live in a system of laws, what do? They changed the rules. When you talk about sovereignty, you're appealing to some mutually understood rule set there. That's what sovereignty is. When you talk about legal or illegal immigrant, you're appealing to some mutually understood rule set.
And morality
I'm
off
die
of the
here.
law.
I can feel it.
I don't care about the law. I only care about what I agree with. And by the way, this is the moral and ethical position.
True.
Imagine letting these random guys decide things for you.
True.
No, you're gonna outsource your morality, your thinking, your ethics to some random fucking people. They're all dead.
Me when I get caught begging to be allowed into a daycare to take pictures and videos. Oh, so what? I'm gonna let these people tell me how old you can be when I take a video of you? What? Let me in! Let me in! I need to see the children! Let me in!
Or dead. How the fuck are they supposed to know the way the world's going to evolve? And we're supposed to live according to that. Give me a break.
Bro, this must hit fucking hard. If you have as many brain cells as a fucking Happy Meal. Is this stupid? Are people listening to this and like, bro, this guy's fucking cooking. Picture of ice cubes. This guy's fucking cooking. Bro, how could they have possibly foreseen how the world would go? True. Holy shit. I think every new generation, every single time a new rule is written, it should have like an author next to it. And then when the author of that rule dies, like every time somebody dies, you should check who wrote if they had any rules attached, and then those rules should be wiped because they're fucking old and dead. Who cares? We should do this with software projects or whatever. Like every code has like a signature, and then when the guy dies, it's just like auto deleted. Based king shit.
Of course not. So many people are ideologically captured.
Like, riddle me this, Captain. The fucking genius old retard, who's probably dead, by the way, who said that rape shouldn't be legal. Do you think this guy knew that fucking Tinder would come into existence? Do you think this guy knew that women would all say no to having sex with me? And they would all go to fuck the 6.2 GigaChat that they can find on their cell phones instead? Riddle me that one, Batman.
Supersedes? Yes. Import the voters instead. Laws are not moral. Laws are often moral, but not always moral. Laws constantly change. Slavery was legal at one point. Yeah, don't care about the laws. You talk about ancient Greece. That's why they have a punishment called ostracism. Yeah, well, there's been a lot of people that are on that. Destiny's mad about this. Oh, here's another one. Destiny listens to Asmongold describing undocumented immigrants as parasites. How much do you want to bet that this is going to be an argument that is going to be against me? It's going to be a personal attack, and then it's going to be laced with moral posturing of it sounding bad.
I can't attack your facts because you present none. You have no fact. What facts am I attacking? Well, you see, illegal immigrants are actually bad because of this fucking reason that I fucking just made up in my fucking mind. Well, that's because you're fucking retarded. Oh, really? I'm retarded? That's a personal attack. It's not personal. It just feels that way because the only facts that you have exist inside of your person because the only facts you have are the ones that exist in your mind. So your mind is the only thing I can attack there. Yes.
Let's find out. This illegal alien, when you're the person who now has to pay a higher premium for your health care, you have to pay a higher premium for your insurance, for your home insurance or your car insurance, because these fucking parasites have come in from other countries. They're stealing our money.
Parasites? How does it even make... What? They're parasites because they take a job? That's a...
Yes, of course they are. Absolutely. Whenever they're taking a fake job and getting paid millions of dollars for it, what the fuck do you call that?
How do I get the fake job for millions of dollars? How is it that the low IQ, third world or Somalis have figured out some way to come into the United States and get millions of dollars for fake job? Well, actually, I guess I feel like I kind of have a fake job that makes millions of dollars. Never mind, actually.
So what is a parasite? A parasite attaches itself to a host country, stay with me here. It attaches itself to a host, and then it extracts nutrients, resources, and life force out of that for itself. Now, what part of that is wrong?
That's being a parasite? What percentage of Somalis does he think are involved in the fraud? Oh, this is like a fresh and fit question. Where I was like, what percentage of women do you think are getting flown out to Dubai? And they're like, 30 or 40%? 30 to 40% of college-age girls? Really? Half the population of Dubai's worth of American girls are being flown out? Daily, monthly, yearly? What percentage of Somalis does he think, or Somali Americans does he think are involved in this fraud? Do you think it's like half? Do you know what parasite even fucking means?
I just explained it.
This parasitic leech, what's he doing? He fucking came and he worked for his fucking money. Oh, what?
Who's working?
True. I'm so retarded. I forgot it was 80% of Somali or Haitian or Dominican or whatever immigrant group is the flavor of the week that you hate. All of them are stealing money from the government. My bad. Bro, how the fuck does our government have the money for fucking anything? They're paying out millions and millions of dollars to all these fucking groups. What? Why did that fucking place look like such dog shit? Where are the Escalades? Where are all of the huge cars that these Somalis are fucking driving around? It didn't look like that nice of a place. Maybe they take the money back to Somalia. Maybe in Somalia now. Maybe that's where I would want to live. Maybe it was a bait. Maybe Asmongold was laying a trap in the beginning. He's like, would you really want to live in Somalia? It's like, well, fuck. Maybe I would. If they're getting all of this money shipped back to them for free from the U.S. government, I don't know. Maybe Somalia's a sick-ass fucking place now.
They weren't doing anything. If they're working, then why are 89% of them on welfare? Oh. Apparently they're working is...
How are we defining welfare? Are 89% of Somali Americans on welfare? Is that true? 89%? Where's the number? Well, also, I'm curious how we're defining welfare here as well. Like, are we saying like earned income tax credit or child tax credit? Is that welfare or... Because I feel like, I'm trying to remember how... Oh, fuck, I wish I remember where I read this from. Depending on how you define welfare, it's something like 45% like of all Americans you can theoretically say are like on some kind of welfare. Like, whoa. Like, are Pell Grants considered like welfare? Oh, I don't know if those are income based or not. I don't think they are. Pell Grants? Pell Grants, right? I don't know.
Working. Surely, and by the way, oh wow. The economy can't survive without a Somalian immigrant welfare underclass that we have to constantly pay money out of. This is a necessity for America. When Thomas Jefferson and George Washington drafted the Constitution, they were thinking about how is it that we can create a permanent underclass of illegal migrants or immigrants that are, in most cases, costing us money so we can pay for them infinitely.
Motherfucker, back then, I don't even know if non-landowners could fucking vote in the states that they lived in. I don't even know if they had the right to fucking vote in that case. What? What I don't, what are we even appealing to?
Oh, yeah, that was definitely that's what they were planning on.
What? He fucking got a job? What the fuck? What? The parasite.
Uh-huh. They're committing crimes, they're stealing identities, and the rate...
Let's hear it. It's like, you're complaining about a thing, but you're so off on things.
Okay.
If anything, like, even illegal immigrants probably overall reduce the cost of healthcare because they're paying...
Well, then we should just import all of them, and then why don't we do this?
Oh, that's what I said! Just import all of them! Oh, don't actually respond... Wait, am I... Holy shit, I just realized how deep this is. He's listening to me, responding to him... listening to me, responding to him, right? Okay, I'm trying to keep track of which Destiny was speaking. It was substance to any argument I make because we're substanceless, but that's fine, bitch.
Well, of course not, because all you have to do, the thing is that all you have to do is go to, this is a very simple concept, right?
Yeah.
All you have to do,
okay,
go to an emergency room, and you see a bunch of illegal...
I thought he was about to give me like a fact or figure. I thought he was going to actually quote, I thought he was going to be like, all you have to do is go and check at, you know, the consumption of healthcare per capita. All you do is, I thought he was going to give me, but it's not, I have to go to the emergency room. Oh. Should I go when they're open or should I go when they're closed, like when that one kid went?
Aliens that can't speak English, wasting everybody's fucking time. Is that costing us money? Or...
Wait, wasting people? So they're not even sick? They just... they're just going for fun? I guess if all you do is get a fuck ton of government money all day, you have nothing else to do. So you just go to the hospital, like, yeah, fuck it, let's go to the hospital. Why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? Let's go.
Making us money. It's pretty simple. You don't need to have all these graphs and statistics and, oh no, it makes it up. Nah, think about it for yourself. Think about it for 3 seconds. For 3 seconds. First-hand experience. Yeah, I've seen it. The immigrants are sending money overseas. Absolutely. Not in his neighborhood. Yeah. At worst, it's costing lives. It does. Infinite money.
Idris Elba is now Sir Idris Elba. Oh, congratulations for him. I think that's deserved. Good for him. He's baiting you to comment to stay relevant. It's okay. It's good content for me, too. I don't mind it. It's fine.
I'm not. I just want to play Unk Raiders. I'm here to play. I just want to put the video games in the bag. I don't care. I've suicided my viewership over the past 2 weeks. I just want to play video games because I hate talking about this shit because this is fucking retarded. This isn't even a real conversation.
So, yes, remember when he said, let's just...
I'm arguing with the shadow demons in your mind right now. There's not a single fact or figure to be found anywhere. Not a single citation, not a single data point, not a single piece of evidence anywhere beyond this. Well, when was the last time that you went to an emergency? When was the last time you went to an emergency? Why the fuck are we basing this on anything? I don't know. Okay.
Say it's 50 billion. He literally used the same ad absurdum argument against you 5 minutes before. Comments lives. It does. Infinite money. Idris Elba is now Sir Idris Elba. Oh, congratulations for him. I think that's deserved. Good for him. He's baiting you to comment to stay relevant. It's okay. It's good content for me, too. I don't mind it. It's fine. So, yes, remember when he said, let's just say it's 50 billion? He literally used the same ad absurdum argument against you 5 minutes before this. I don't know why Destiny is bending over backwards to justify Somalian immigrants coming over and scamming us and living off of our welfare. But from my personal opinion...
Well, but I'm not, though, right? You see how you're, like, turning into the Hassan guy now? By you're inventing arguments? And it's crazy because my arguments should be easy to respond to since you're not using real data anyway, right? You can just make shit up. But now you're inventing positions to fight against. I think fraud is bad and we should go after it. But you're the one defending the president of the United States who's pardoned more fraudsters probably than any president in history, and then is saying the next day that he doesn't even remember who they are or know anything about it.
I don't think it should be happening. I think it's bad. And then, why don't we do this?
Oh, that's what I said! Just import all of them! Oh, don't actually respond with substance to any argument I make because we're substanceless. But that's fine. True. Import every illegal immigrant.
Yes. Okay, well, there we go.
Does he think I want to import every illegal immigrant? Is that...
He's not. He's just disagreeing with you. I know that. I know. No, I know Destiny is not. Everything that Destiny does, I do not think it is artificial. I think he's doing it because he really thinks it. He is in it for the love of the game. Absolutely. I don't know if there's any more of these that are worth looking at. Post one reading his chat. I think I saw that one before. Canute's opinion on FaZe. Oh, God. I might have to look at that in a minute. If you refresh, there's also another clip. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Jesus.
There's another one.
If only there was an easier way to do communication that didn't have a 12-hour latency.
Okay, here we go. Why don't we have a state where we bring in 50 million illegal immigrants? We will send every illegal immigrant to one state, and we'll see what it's like after 10 years. That's right.
Buddy, that state is called California, and it's got the 5th highest GDP in the fucking world.
That's a great point. The reason why California's GDP is so high is because of illegal aliens.
Nobody said that the reason why it was high was because of illegal aliens. You said that illegal aliens will swamp and destroy any place you send them. Why is it not happening in California? Or is California that much better than every other dog shit, dipshit, white-infested state that you talk about that California can carry all of the degenerate browns on their back and still outperform every other state in the country? Or maybe they just aren't having the extreme negative impact that you're fantasizing about in your mind. Maybe?
It's not because of all the businesses that are trillion-dollar businesses that are doing tech stuff. It's not because of Silicon Valley. Oh, no, of course not. It's actually because of the illegal aliens.
That's what I said, I think. Yes. So fucking stupid.
You
don't know a single fact about literally anything.
True.
That's right. Of course.
True.
As opposed to what all the illegal immigrants in fucking Alabama and Louisiana and fucking Georgia. Are you serious? I am getting rage baited. It's rage bait. Don't link me this. I just want
That's right, guys. That's right. Hey, guys, keep in mind, the reason why California is rich is because they have a bunch of illegal aliens.
Keep in mind, guys, illegal aliens, when they go to places, will just absolutely destroy the country. It'll destroy everything. That's why places like California are currently destroyed, which Trump says all the time. So is he actually? I'm curious. So what is Asmongold's position? Is California failing right now, or is it massively successful because of all the tech companies, or is it, or does it really just depend on Trump's mood that particular day? We want California to be a shithole state that's completely failing with an unnecessarily high tax code, or is it actually such a phenomenal state that it can carry all of the issues, the socialism and the illegal immigrants, on its back? Rate. I don't care.
That's great. I had no idea. I thought it was the rich tech companies and the fact that it's like an incredible place geographically. It's like right next to the sea. It's always been one of the biggest states. It has one of the highest populations also, so it's going to naturally have a higher GDP. Yeah, okay.
Oh my God. Do we do? There's so many warm water ports in California. It's rage bait. I'm getting rage bait. I know he's rage baiting me.
Yes.
I know it. I know he's rage baiting me.
This is what happens when you have to see the truth.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
Tell me more.
Is that you think that it's a lie.
Mm-hmm. The truth.
It's okay.
Straight
You're
from Asmongold's brain.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was rage baiting, it is working.
True.
I know he's rage baiting me.
See, he is.
I think
He knows it. He knows it.
I actually think
He
it's
is.
funny. I think it's funny.
I think Destiny's
I think
funny
he
too.
sits down on stream.
Yes.
It's like, how am I going to piss off
before
Destiny
stream, he's
today?
like, what is like the most retarded shit I can say?
We're going with this today. Because nobody in my audience can
I'm
call me
not
out.
going to admit that I haven't. I'm not going to say that I've never. Okay. I will say that the men are more attractive than women in pulling up all the animals. That one was off the top of my head. But I could suck a dick and it wouldn't be gay. I did think that one up ahead of time. I did. The Arabic numerals one, I had seen other people use that joke before. But usually, I'm trying to think of like one that I came out with that was really stupid that I planned ahead of time. The only way that they are a net benefit to society is whenever you are using these fake indicators like GDP, you're going to get mad.
Oh, GDP is fake now.
It absolutely is fake, and it's completely fake. It's all fake money. So I'll go ahead and I'll show you.
Fake money. What is he showing me? Oh, God, I'm about to see. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm about to see the most retarded shit. Oh, he's about to do the equivalent of when you ever talk to a girl and she's like, what time were you born? That's what I'm about to get. I'm about to get astrology for econ from Asmongold. Let's go.
So here's a pretty good indicator. Let's look at this right here. Where is last 20 years? Okay.
Random graphs from Statista. Okay. No St. Louis Federal Reserve Board. No graphs from that here. Hell no. We got Google Images, baby. Major truth nuke incoming. Uh-oh. Okay. 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 Mm-hmm.
Was your life better in the purple block or the red block? Did you have more purchasing power in the purple block or the red block?
First of all, GDP is not a measure of how good your life is. Secondly, you said purchasing power. There is, like, the consumer price index or the purchasing power PPP, whatever. There are other indexes that you could appeal to. So I don't know why you'd be using GDP for this. Thirdly, it is kind of funny. Are you asking if my life felt better after 8 years of Barack Obama in office or after 4 years of fucking Donald Trump? I don't actually know in terms of, I would probably just look up real wages is what I would probably look up. Although that doesn't necessarily even capture everything too, because people argue that, you know, baskets can be weighted more heavily towards housing or not or whatever bullshit. But I mean, I probably felt better after 8 years of Obama. So good point, I guess.
Overwhelmingly, everybody's saying purple.
Oh, the people in your chat are all agreeing that when they were younger, 8 years ago, life was better? How crazy was that? How insane is that? If you ask a 28-year-old right now, you must be in 20 and in college, Like, no, I actually like being into my job and career and everything more now. I hated my college days. I guess there are some people like that. What a crazy man. Holy shit.
That's because basing the GDP off of the human centipede of the 5 most valuable and most profitable tech companies in the country is not a very good indicator for where wealth and consolidation of resources actually is.
Okay. Actually, I appreciate that he's actually trying to use facts here. So I'm going to be gentle, okay, for Babby's first factual argument. So right now you're mixing up the talking point of GDP doesn't mean anything, which is what Republicans like to say when the GDP is getting raped by Donald Trump's economic mismanagement. You're mixing that talking point up with, well, actually, the S&P 500 isn't real because it's overweighted by 6 large tech companies and all the AI companies traders. Now, you're conflating these 2 points because the stock market isn't necessarily GDP, right? Gross domestic product is, if I remember from that fucking macroecon course I took, it was, what is it, I plus P plus Israel Powell? I don't remember. It's that gross domestic product it captures the total amount of expenditures of all of the buying of goods and services or whatever in a country plus investment, I think, right? That's what GDP measures. C plus I plus G plus X minus M. There you go. The numbers, the letters. That's what GDP measures. GDP doesn't measure wealth at all. It doesn't measure the stock market. Yeah, maybe correlated, but so I don't know why. Like, he's doing health at every size for econ. When you go up to some girl, I'll say this because he hates women, right? Who's 36 BMI, and she's like, well, actually, BMI is actually not the best indicator of health. Bitch, you're obese, okay? What do you mean? It doesn't matter. There might be better indicators. You want to know what else? I'll even lean harder into GDP. You want to say that GDP isn't necessarily going to tell you how wealthy people? Sure, maybe not. But you know what? GDP actually is highly correlated with basically every fucking positive outcome you could ever want in a country. You go look it up. We can look up GDP versus life expectancy or educational attainment or infant mortality rate. GDP is going to be pretty positively correlated, meaning that when you go to the graph and you plot these things against each other, you're going to see a nice old line. Might even call it an R squared. You're going to see a nice old line going from the bottom left to the top right, broadly speaking. Okay? They're going to be really fucking correlated because guess what? When a country has more money, it tends to spend more on things like healthcare and education and childcare, broadly speaking.
What about the fact that after COVID, over 90% of the GDP growth and the wealth growth went to the top 1%?
You're talking about the income or new wealth created, and that's not necessarily surprising. But I don't. Does that CGI? I don't think any of that shit is even captured in the appreciation of a company. Is that going to be captured in GDP anywhere? I don't think it necessarily is it? Unless you're. I don't think it would be. No, like what? So I don't. He's mixing up all the populist. He's mixing up all the populist talking points.
You're right. The GDP is sorry, I'm right. The GDP is absolutely, cut that one wrong. GDP is absolutely not a good indicator of what an average person's purchasing power and lifestyle actually is. Back 2 years ago.
You know, the funny thing is, now, a couple years ago, I would have tried to have been more centrist on this, but now I'll be more capitalist. No, actually, it basically is. GDP per capita is roughly going to track all of your good lifestyle things. If I list you 5 really high GDP, well, you know what? Hey, you know what? Fuck me. Maybe I'm not right on this. Let's look it up. GDP per capita by country. Wikipedia. Let's look them up. Let's look them up. Let's look at the top 5 or 10, and then look at the bottom 5 or 10. Let's see which ones we'd rather be in. Let's just take a guess. He wanted to play this game earlier, right? Do you want to live in Somalia or whatever? All data current US dollars. Okay. Nominal GDP in USD per capita. Only big countries, okay? So we've got Liechtenstein, we've got Luxembourg, Ireland, Switzerland, Iceland, Singapore, Norway, United States, Denmark, fake micronation. What the fuck is this? The Netherlands, and Qatar. Okay, here's our top 10. Now let's just take let's just look at the bottom 10. Maybe they're really good countries too. I don't know. Apparently GDP is a really bad indicator of this. But let's just take a look. It's just GDP, right? Let's check. Yemen, North Korea, Eritrea, Syria, Zanzibar, American Samoa, fake micronation, fake micronation. Oh, Cuba. Some of these are micronations. What else do I reckon? French Polynesia. I'm sure some of these are good. British Virgin Isles. Is that the Epstein place? I don't know. Guam. Oh, okay, strong showing there. We got Guam. South Sudan. Afghanistan. Oh, wait, these have no data. I'm sorry. These are probably being sorted by the... I'm retarded. My bad. I don't know if the IMF has data for that. I'm sorry. Let me go up more. I figured Cuba was probably a little too long. So I was kind of surprised there. But, okay, sorry. Let's start up here where there is good data here. South Sudan. Afghanistan. Burundi. The Central African Republic. Madagascar. Malawi. Mozambique. Sudan. Somalia. The Democratic Republic of the Congo. Niger. Gambia. Liberia. Do you think there might be something to this GDP thing? Maybe? What else do we have up here near the top? Oh, Israel. Belgium, Austria, Sweden, Australia, Germany, Hong Kong, the UK, Finland, Canada, the UAE, micro shit nation, New Zealand, Malta, France, Italy. So, okay, hold on. What do we have down here again? What do we got? We got Laos, Cameroon, Senegal, Comoros, Guinea, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Benin, Uganda. Oh, hey. Did I say this right? Oh, I didn't. Somalia. Rwanda, Mali, Lesotho, Ethiopia. Well. I wonder if GDP does mean maybe it is kind of a thing that matters a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit.
Respect for saying the same. Wait, Destiny said the same thing?
And then a second thing that's like peripherally related to this topic that's also weird is economists are having a lot of problems right now trying to figure out why so many people are having such negative opinions on the economy when every economic indicator on broad groups of people is outrageously positive. And it's something that a lot of people, and now a lot of economists, I'm starting to see more articles where economists are like, why do Zoomers feel like they're doing horrible in this economy? Because like their wages have dramatically outpaced inflation. Wait, what? What does he think he's proving? I don't even think he understands what I'm talking about right now. Arguing whether or not consumer sentiment can be captured accurately with other types of normal economic indicators, which for a long time it seemed like something was happening where there was this divergence. Probably because people were listening to too many people like Aspen fuck.
And I read an article as a person sunk cost fallacy. Destiny's take on the economy makes me want to give him a diet cord to grocery store. Absolutely. Everybody's disagreeing with him in his comment section. Destiny doesn't eat fast food or buy his own groceries. Just look at the fucking prices. Yeah. You just see, this is the thing. It's like, but you look at the graph. Look at the graph. I don't need to look at the graph. I went to Wendy's. I went to KFC. The shit's expensive. It's $70 for a bucket of chicken. That's all I need to see.
Okay.
That's it. That's the end of the conversation.
Well, I can't argue with that, I guess.
Go ahead. Explain it.
They're some of the highest wage growth people of all time. They're doing better than I think even boomers were doing. Their home ownership rates are on track to pass everybody and already are ahead of, I think, Gen Xers and millennials, because millennials under the housing market post-crash and everything.
Who's this guy?
When you look at like all of the indicators, all of the wage growth, all of the like educational achievement, like all of these things, for Gen Z, they're really good. And for a lot of the economy broadly, they're actually pretty good. But people's economic outlooks, their feelings when you pull them are horrible. People feel like everything is horrible. But you cannot find
anything in any of the data to say, like, why do people feel like shit is so you
So this is the mind. So then your conclusion for this is that all the people are wrong and these experts are right. Why would you think that?
The reason why you would think that is because when Donald Trump is elected and nothing really changes, everybody's economic forecast, everybody's economic personal outlook changes completely. The reason why you might think that is when you looked at things like consumer spending, especially for traveling over the holidays, it was hitting record high after record high after record high, which seems strange when that same group of people is saying, we don't have any money, we're broke, we're poor, and we can't afford anything. I think that's the issue. Is like, oh, well, it's interesting that everybody's saying they have no money, but then when we go to the store and we check and see what's going on, seems like motherfuckers are spending like crazy. I think that was the confusing thing. Oh shit, not fucking with you.
Like, it's just, why would you ever think that? It's the like, this is, you're not thinking, like, bro, you got to think for yourself, man. Think for yourself. Destiny needs to go to Taco Bell and try to order a Mexican fucking pizza. Shit's crazy expensive. Like, I go to Panda Express, it's like $19. What the fuck are we talking about, $19? Mr. Baghead, thanks very much for the 50 subs. I appreciate it. Thank you. I think you're right in this case. As much as you often said, there's a few smart people, a lot of dumb people. Yes, you guys being scammed for a bucket of chickens less than $15. With my wage increased 25%, energy doubled in cost, rents double 50% as much. I know. And I get, listen. Why do the graphs not reflect reality? Because the graphs are a lie.
Okay.
They are a lie. And I am just, this is really just sad.
Yeah.
It really is just sad.
Can't you just
guys.
can't you just unlock reality?
can't find it in
like
homeownership
Asmongold
rates.
did?
You can't
you
find it in
just unlock
educational.
it
You can't
from
find it in
Asmongold's
wage
brain?
growth. You can't find it in inflation. You can't find it in productivity versus. You can't find it anywhere. So yeah, so when you ask me this question about like Biden and the polls and everything, I don't know if like the social.
And also, the end result, the final conclusion of this thinking is Destiny having an absolute melterino over Kamala Harris losing the presidential election. This thinking leads you to believing that Kamala Harris had a chance to win the presidency.
If you don't think she had a chance to win the presidency, then the roaches have burrowed deeper into your mind than we thought. I don't like. Again, you're mixing up, and I understand. I guess when you don't know fact from fiction, then predictions and conclusions seem like the same thing to you. But predictions and conclusions are not the same thing. So I don't know what. I don't know why you think you're cooking here by trying to compare the two. Based.
Yep.
Yep.
Because the end result, the bottom line, eventually, when theory comes to reality and ideas become real, I'm right. And this is inevitable.
Well, but like, not really, right? Because hasn't Donald Trump just like kind of fucked with the economy and everything more than anybody, even me, would have thought he would have? Like, haven't we seen slower wage growth? Haven't we seen more inflation? Haven't we seen a depreciation of the dollar? Haven't we seen an increase in the cost of things due to tariffs? Like, aren't we all complaining about like how expensive RAM is? Haven't we done basically nothing to address housing costs or issues? Haven't we not deported really any fucking immigrants? Haven't we done nothing to address the rising cost of healthcare? I don't know. It kind of seems like I was completely and totally fucking right on every single thing I said. But all the MAGA people whose number one concerns were all of these issues seem to not be complaining about them now, which kind of seems like it reinforces the thing I said earlier, and that these problems are nowhere near as big as dipshits like you are making them out to be. But I don't know. That's just my, it's my opinion. Who knows?
And everybody knows it.
Thank you, Bet, for the gifted subs.
They had a dollar menu here. They don't have a dollar menu here. But you know what everybody still has? Dollars.
Immigrants. What?
The media is
Was he cooking with that one? What the fuck?
Eventually, when theory comes to reality and ideas become real, I'm right.
I want to cook one
And
more
this
time.
is inevitable.
Yeah.
And everybody knows it. They had a dollar menu here. They don't have a dollar menu here. But you know what everybody still has? Dollars.
Media is dictating our opinions to us like even more, but it's getting really difficult to track like what is actually happening and how do you figure what people are actually feeling and what they're actually going to do. It's like it's a very, very, very difficult thing to track right now, I think. Yeah.
No, I completely agree with it. You know,
I'm actually just so wrong. Aspen was like, why wouldn't you just ask me? Have you ever thought about the KFC bucket of chicken index?
when
It's a difficult thing to track because it's being intentionally misrepresented in order to make the public feel like the economy is getting better, while the 1% continuously pillage, degrade, and destroy the way of life of the average American, the average citizen, so they can fund and pay for a Somalian to live out your American dream. While they siphon off the money, and then they take kickbacks.
Their American dream of clogging up all the emergency rooms? Is that, I guess? Is that... It's the American dream. Okay.
And they make money off of the budget, offered the budget stuff. That's it. You broke them? No, it's okay. I'm fine. It's okay.
Well, at least Trump reduced the deficit, right? He cut government spending a lot, right? He found a lot of this fraud, right? Maybe? No?
And I don't know really what this is, but it's just sad. It really is sad. The dollar menu still exists. Yeah, it's just $3 instead of $1. Why don't you shut the fuck up? So let's go back.
Retarded shit I can say.
The only way that they are a net benefit to society is whenever you are using these fake indicators like GDP.
Oh, GDP is fake now.
Absolutely it is. It's completely fake.
True. He's cooking.
Shit. Tell me what indicators we're supposed to use. Please tell me the...
Go to Wendy's.
Oh, the Wendy's indicator.
Go to the grocery store. Look at the food. Look at the food. Is it expensive or not? It's expensive. It's expensive. Like, there it is. That's the end of it. Look at rent. It's expensive. Yeah, you just go outside. Like, I mean, what are we doing here? What we're doing here is obvious. See, he's looking at graphs. I'm looking at menus.
good ones, please?
Got me,
By the way,
girl.
GDP is not the only indicator, but go ahead, tell me, please. Tell me, King.
Oh, let's hear another fake one.
Yeah.
And these other abstract economic indicators.
Economics.
Because they're used.
So they're not...
Yeah, it's fake. Because it's all fake.
King.
It's fake bullshit.
I don't even know how you would win a debate against somebody like this. You're going back to the just like the I'm proud to be stupid and I don't believe in education or numbers. I don't know what the fuck. I don't even know what the counter argument is. Like, well, fuck. I guess we just don't believe in numbers or facts or anything. I'm truly powerless to stop your arguments.
Taking a lot of withdrawals from. You're too...
You think that all the illegal aliens are young? That's not even true. Like, what are you talking about?
Do you think the average illegal immigrant is fucking my abuelita? My grandpa, my grandma, or grandpa. Maybe we're importing gay illegals. What do you don't think the average age of an illegal immigrant skews downwards? Remember,
I think it does skew downward, but it doesn't
Heavily.
mean they don't age and get older, and a lot of them require health care whenever they get older.
Okay. That's a future problem. It's not what we're talking about right now, though, right?
What argument is this?
now I guarantee you, I'm not even gonna go look because I don't need to. I guarantee you, if you go back, this motherfucker has used the words or has talked about the fighting age immigrants, the fighting age illegal immigrants, or the young men that are all coming over to work. So now it's old people. Now old people are the illegal immigrants. This is like the Uberman.
I know what he's thinking of. He's thinking of the people coming in Europe. And yes, that's true. Overwhelmingly, the people coming in Europe are military-aged men. It's pretty obvious.
But for America, they're old because that fits my current talking points.
But those military-aged men, do you know what happens? Is that eventually they age out. And then they need health care that they didn't pay into.
Immigrant that comes in with every affliction known to mankind, who's all it's what the fuck are we talking about?
That those people are massive drains on the system. These are not net positive taxpayers. And if you brought in 100, they're collecting food stamps. We're paying for their education.
All of it,
Everybody's
and they're getting educated at the same time.
How are they doing so much? Driving around Escalades with their welfare dollars
while also stealing all of our jobs and getting educated. And every night they're in the emergency rooms. Jesus, these motherfuckers are doing everything over here. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Bro, fuck me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, now you see how ridiculous. See, even he thinks it's funny. Yeah.
It sounds like I want these people here. If you're smart enough to play the system 52 different ways and you still have time to go to class,
We have too many of them. No, I get it. I get it. It's the scammers' respect. I understand this, and I feel kind of the same way. But there's too many scammers. And also, these aren't elite level scammers. These are people that are saying, well, no, my hand isn't in the cookie jar. That's, no, I took it out afterwards. After I ate the cookie, my hand wasn't in the cookie jar. Like, they're not good scammers. It's because the government's bad.
then why aren't all the white people scamming the government? Or are white people just above scamming?
Government's letting it happen because they don't want to be accused of racism.
White people can't scam?
Fucking A, bro. Bring them in. Okay? Let the Jews fucking rule us. Let the
I didn't say this, okay? This is not me saying this. This is him saying this.
Somalis fucking scam all the extra money that the Jews are creating, and I guess spread it around to all the fucking poor white people so they can smoke crack and do their fucking fentanyl
I would correct that, but I would get banned.
from China, and that'll be our import market. There you go. That sounds like the ideal.
What would he saying? Do black people smoke crack? What do white people do? Meth? Black people can be our drug dealers. We can buy them. We can buy from black people to get them out of generational poverty with all the money that the Jews are generating and distributing to us via the Somali scammers. There we go.
Yes.
This is rage bait in the purest,
Yes.
most distilled
Yes.
form. Okay.
Oh, man. I appreciate the content. I do. I hope he had a good time. And I'm sure all of the Redditors are like, well, if you look at the graph, oh, look at the graph, look at the graph, look at the graph. Oh, my God. Well, one day they'll understand. One day, the thing is that right now, they might not get it. They might not understand it. But, you know, I think that over time, they're going to figure it out, bro. They're going to figure it out. They're going to see how it is. And it's going to be sad. Why do you entertain the ideas? I thought this was funny. I did. I thought it was funny to listen to this. This was great. Yeah, what do you mean? No offense to Ishii Disney, just has you on the facts. He generally reads a lot about this. He's right about illegal immigrants not being a net negative. No, he's not. It's the same as him using the GDP. So whenever...
Sorry. I can't. I don't know. I can't counter that. I can't counter that. He got me there. I'm a number fag. I'm a loser who I hear a number and I'm like, you're saying a thing, but this guy's got a number and I just hear the number and I like the numbers. I like the number. What am I supposed to say? I like the numbers, man. I can't help myself. I'm addicted to them. I'm obsessed with numbers.
So what do you think the logic is that basically somebody who looks at graphs and polls and thinks Kamala Harris is going to win and thinks the GDP is a great indicator also has the right take on illegal immigration? I don't care what the poll...
What do you think the Trump campaign relied on? How do you think the Trump campaign figured out which states to campaign in? Why do you think Donald Trump is so concerned with increasing the GDP? Why does he talk about it? It's almost like maybe these things matter. Maybe they matter a little bit. Maybe.
polls and the facts say they're selectively biased. They're selectively obtained. The entire idea. Do you know that private companies pay for studies? Why do you think that all these private companies pay for studies? I don't...
Because who else the fuck is going to pay for the fucking study? Do you think the public is going to fund studies for private companies? I'm not going to pay. Why the fuck should we pay for their studies? Of course they're going to fund their own fucking research. What do you mean? You disclose the conflict of interest, you have other people do peer review on it. Who else is supposed to fund it? Asmongold, please tell me. You're so smart. Tell me how we're supposed to fund it otherwise. Please. Oh my god. I'm about to get fucking spider raped. Wait, he can't come in here. I'm safe.
Need to read a fucking fact sheet. I don't need to see a graph. I need to go to Wendy's. You go to the grocery store, you're going to immediately see that it's not true. It's bullshit. It's total bullshit. And this massive, unflinching, unwavering appeal and begging for authority to tell you what's real and what's not, being terrified of thinking for yourself, is the reason why we're in this problem to begin with. Stop outsourcing your own mind.
As everybody
it's to me.
listens to Asmongold tell them exactly what to think, yes.
Refresh again. There's an even newer clip. All the comments saying you're a Nazi. Okay, all right, one more, and then we're gonna move on. Okay, one more. Then we're done.
Then we're done. For real, for real.
Where is it? There's a new one.
Ouch.
Oh, this is it. Oh, this is about me. Okay. Yeah, I want to denaturalize him and send him back to Somalia. And he's one step away from that's too much of a hassle. Courts are slow and expensive. Let's put them in facilities where they can be put to work and pay back what they took from Americans.
Hasn't Asmongold already said that?
I think taking their assets would be doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't need to do that because you can just take their assets.
There you go. King. My king.
Now is Twitch okay with this? Oh no. This is low-key some Adolf. This is just like, guys, this is just like Adolf Hitler. Yeah, Adolf Hitler, that's what he did. Is he wanted to send everybody...
I bet I could melee this guy to death. Let's fucking do it. Let's go.
back home that we're scamming. Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Fuck it.
Yeah. Remember when Adolf Hitler sent everybody back home? Shut the fuck up. Listen, maybe this works on Reddit, but it doesn't work anywhere else. So please, go ahead and hold on to this. Yeah, top 1% commenter.
Top 1% commenter.
What
true.
a surprise, right?
He Jewish. Nope. I said
Teenagers
you're
on Reddit. It's just sad to see this. And, yeah, is this final solution? Oh, God, he already advocated for cops to use live ammo on protesters, so labor and death camps shouldn't be that far away for him? Sure, guys. Sure. You're so right. You're so right about everything.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Fuck this guy.
I should start by saying that. It came from taking money after a death camp. Yeah. Did they not know you were talking about scammers? No, of course they don't know that I'm talking about scammers. The thing is that Americans and Westerners have been completely mind-broken and psyoped.
Oh, blame women
into
voters
thinking
next.
That the only moral thing that they can do is to give away their culture,
Yeah,
their
suicidal
money,
empathy.
their land,
Do we have that phrase
and
in our
their
vocabulary
lives
yet? He needs to learn it.
third worlders for things that happened before we were born.
True.
That's it. And I'm here breaking the conditioning. I am. I will bring you to the truth even if you are kicking and screaming.
So brave.
That's okay. So keep kicking, keep screaming. To be honest, it makes it more entertaining. But you'll get there.
Can't see me, right?
Best example, Germany. Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
As about 100 years ago.
Why would you go to Germany?
Immigration. Yeah, I wouldn't call it immigration and call it an invasion. I know.
True.
And, yeah, we just, I know. I know you're a fast food Chipotle and Wendy's enjoyer or a man of the people. I am a man of the people. I know that. I know that. Thank you.
By the way, do you want to hear what not a man of the people is? Okay? To my working poors. You know who wasn't a man of the people? He's fucking Chipotle. That's a rich man's fast food restaurant, okay? The man of the people are at the fucking... I don't know if the dollar menus exist anymore. I don't, because I'm rich, okay? I don't worry about the dollar menu anymore. But back then, it was the McDonald's dollar menu. It was the Taco Bell menu. These were the man of the people menus. Chipotle, that was like you're going to do bougie fast food. Oh, and the Little Caesars $5 pizzas. Hell the fuck yeah. And their 89-cent crazy bread, which I'm pretty sure was like 12,000 fucking calories of the most delicious fast food garlic bread you've ever had in your fucking life.
For reminding me. I appreciate it. No, it's okay. And eventually they'll understand. Like, this is, again, I remember when I used to think like this. I was a little kid. Right?
Oh, yeah?
But, you know, eventually they'll get better at it, and they'll understand it. I love you. Can you stop choking on your saliva? Nope, I can't. I wish I could. So, yeah. What if illegal immigrants were a net positive? Like, a theoretical, if illegal immigrants were a net positive. I think that's a very interesting conversation, right? And so, like, just assuming that they are a complete net positive, I think that you'd have to look at the effects that they would have on other people, right? Like, because you look at the net positive for an individual versus the net positive for a company versus the net positive for a community versus the net positive for the country, right? So you look at, like, the abstract.
What do you think net means there? Bro. These fucking robots. Am I even near an extract point?
Extraction, but assume that all of them are, and everything like that is okay. Then I would probably want to have more immigration into the country to an extent. But I also think that most importantly, a country's obligation is to its own people, and to the effect that the immigration causes problems for the people that are living there. And this doesn't have to be economic. There are a lot of other problems that immigration can cause too, as well, like cultural problems, etc., crime problems, all kinds of stuff like that. So really, I would make the decision in the best interest of the citizens that live in the country, and that's the only thing that I'm really asking for.
Oh.
I'm asking.
Whereas we're just trying to do the best for like the illegal immigrants coming in. Thank you. Good summary. Okay.
That American politicians and American lawmakers put me first.
Wow.
That's all I'm asking.
Okay.
Not Israel, not Somalia,
Okay.
not Europe, not China, not Venezuela. I want them to put me first
Okay.
because I'm an American and I want them to work for me. So that's it.
Wow.
They are a net positive on the fake graph. Yes.
Good one.
And saying 40 years in California and leaving for a better life for my young kids. Southern California is for sure propped up by illegal Hispanics. Oh, great. Well, we've had this before. Yeah. Remember we had this a long time ago. It was a huge problem. We got fought a war over it.
We're all the illegal immigrants in, the southwestern United States.
Everybody talking about me. Everybody thinking about me. Wow, what a surprise. It's Twitter, everybody thinking about me. Nah, this makes sense. It makes sense. Of course it does. Somali daycare money landed. Yep, no doubt. And anyway, let's see it. Somali fraud in Washington. Okay, all right. We'll go to one or two more of these. And I feel like we got some other stuff that I want to look at. That should only be focused on the density of immigration. 10K Somalis isn't bad. 20K in a town is a huge issue.
Yeah.
You're completely right about that. You're totally right. But I think also if you let people into the country, they are going to travel and go where they want. It's hard to keep them all in one place, right?
Don't you want that? Don't you want them to spread out and diversify rather than be in a ghetto where they all just concentrate and scam the government?
Yeah, please, ICE come to Washington. Give me 1 second. I use the bathroom before we look at this. But yes. All right. Yeah, this is people getting really mad, huh? They've been getting real upset.
Okay. Did I get rage baited enough?
This is the best day of my life. Game like League. Yes! Oh, yes! Let's go! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I can't believe this fucking happening. Snipers on us!
Yes. Oh my god. Why did that do so much damage? Okay, shrapnel works differently now, apparently.
Let nobody say I'm not rational. Dota actually sucks.
Why are we not? Let's just play bots. That'd just be so much
I'm
better.
uninstalling after this game, obviously. So
Oh, yeah.
any kind of cope you want to put in the VC is fine. But obviously this was a mistake and this is never gonna happen again. This is the best day of my life. Game like League.
A tale as old as time. It's a sad day when the one guys we should 5-second league friend finally wins. True. Okay. Well, can we have an Aspen expression for emote and DG chat? No, let's just. I love you. I'll be back tomorrow. Be careful. Maybe we'll do politics. Maybe. Slow for hamster hawk. Be careful. Wait! We gotta connect. Sound barrier, champagne flute, rocky, sea bass, Bermuda triangle, noisemaker, Larry Bell, dryer, fireworks, couch cushions, channel surf, cheesesteak, black hole, bay leaf, brotherly love, and bowl drop. Things associated with New Year's. Noisemakers, fireworks, ball drop, champagne flute. I don't know what the fuck that is. Hell yeah. I feel like these are things like you can't escape from or something. The Bermuda Triangle and a black hole. Things that spin. A dryer, a black hole. Things that are broken or break. Sound barrier, Liberty Bell. Oh, Philadelphia bullshit. Oh, the Liberty Bell is there. Rocky, cheesesteak. Bay leaf? Is there like a Philadelphia, the Bay leaf of Philadelphia? Oh my god. The Philly Dryers? Is that a sports team? Dryer? Is that a city? No. Channels? The Sea Bass? Brotherly Love? The city of brotherly love? What? I'm a god. I cheated. I pre-watched this whole fucking game. That's why I'm about to nail the next one easy. Sound barrier. Black hole. Oh, things get lost and they can never come out. Of the couch cushion, the black hole, dryer, and like when you channel surf, you can waste a lot of time. Maybe. Oh, no, Bermuda Triangle. And then these are alternate names for bodies of water. First word. All right, be careful. I love you. Also, if Asmogel wanted to cut all this short, we could just have a conversation.